Very low.
Yeah, it was. I mean, sorry about that interruption, guys. It's been a day. Welcome back to another episode of the Rundown, where we talk entertainment news and reactions by fans for fans. I am Christopher Fagan, always on time to be at least 30 minutes late, at least. And joining me today, back at it again, this lady right here, Tabatha. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So yeah, we were just talking about like, is there anybody waiting? Like, no. I think all of our 7 o'clock crowd was like, what the hell's taking so long?
Yes. It was really my fault. I was distracting.
No. Let's not do that. Let's tell the truth. It wasn't just her fault. It was all her fault. No.
Yeah, it really
was. It was a lot. It was a combination of a lot of things. There was like a few. I'll get into it later. First, before I do that, let me just remind you guys: if you're in the live room, if you're watching us live, and we appreciate you if you do watch us live, go into the chats. They come up right here. You see there's a little wall right there. So anything that you guys want to say or talk about, that pops up right there. We're gonna go through about 10 topics during this show, and we want to get your thoughts on it. So Travis Clark says, "Hi, how are you guys doing?" I am well and blessed, Travis. How are you? See, I told you the wall works. See, look at that. Got the wall. All right. I know a lot about a lot of things. So we're gonna go through a couple movie topics. We're gonna play a few games and have a little bit of fun here. But let's talk about some things that are going on, because I'm sorry, like I said, we started off late, but we're gonna get right into it. So, I'm gonna put her on the spot now.
Okay.
The first topic of the week.
First topic. What is it?
She's looking at her notes.
I got notes, y'all. The Lena Wilson.
Lena Wilson. Yeah. So
Yeah.
If you guys, if you haven't heard, that was the whole thing with Lena Wilson. Lena Wilson is a movie critic, a journalist for the New York Times.
Yeah.
And she did a review for a movie called Bodies. I think Pete Davidson stars in that.
Yep.
And look, it got a little crazy. Do we have something written down, like a little synopsis of like what went down on it?
So basically, she did a review of the bodies, and she made some negative comments regarding the actress's body. Amanda's body, and regarding her breasts. And it became very controversial because it seemed that the only problem she had with Amanda and her breast and her being well endowed was that she was black, because she had made other reviews regarding Megan Fox's.
Yeah, almost the exact same criticism. But in a positive way.
Correct.
Like, we get to see Megan Fox's boobs.
And it was all great. And then...
like, who has a problem with boobs?
I know, boobies are great.
Nobody here at this table has a problem with boobs.
Boobs are my favorite. Boobs are my favorite. But...
all I heard, well, you want to know how I was late? Like the second she walked in the house, Christopher, if I told you about, have you heard this new concept called boobs?
Boobs.
It's the latest trend. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're great. If you didn't know, they're great. But she
made that crazy comment.
Yeah,
about how it's like a 90-minute boob fest for her.
Correct.
And Amanda responded on TikTok, and we were talking about this. She gave her an out.
Yes, she gave her the ability to make this more of a joking manner, to make it a more positive light, to make it more of a I didn't mean it maybe in the way that it was coming off. Right. And then here's an opportunity.
She gave her an off-ramp.
Yes, she gave her this plate
and what she said was something to the fact that I DM'd Lena directly, the movie critic, the actress. DM'd the movie critic directly and was like, hey, in a joking way, said something like,
if you stopped watching my tits.
I'm sorry you didn't like the movie, but maybe if you stopped looking at my tits, maybe you would have enjoyed the movie more, or something like that, in a joking way. And then what the movie critic did after that was she posted that DM on TikTok.
She's like, I want everybody to see this DM.
Yeah, I don't want this actress to use her celebrity against me or something like that.
Because she had a bigger platform than her, which is not actually the case.
Which made no sense. It was like, dude, that was a DM. It was a direct message. Yeah. No one would have even seen that conversation if you didn't post it.
And then she just pulls out so much narcissism, and the way that she was responding to all this was not a good light on Lena, at all.
Like you spoke about narcissism, like in her video explaining about playing the victim card.
Yes.
She went on and on about how I am a critic and I didn't go to college for any of this. I'm just so naturally gifted and naturally this and all that. Just like told,
it's horrible.
Like all up on her. I mean, I know she doesn't have one, but I'm just gonna say it. She was like all up on her own dick. I mean, it was weird.
Well, she does have one. It just straps on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say something. I'll say to them what I said to you. You don't know my life.
We don't know.
I'm not gonna go there. But what happened after the fact was kind of interesting. So after the whole thing about how I don't want this celebrity to use her celebrity against me or something, playing the victim. Even her own followers or people were like, at first people were like sympathizing with her and then it slowly started to go against her. It's like, you know what? No, this isn't making sense. Amanda sent you a private direct message. You're the only one here making it public.
Absolutely. And then she kept making it public. She kept like digging her hole bigger and bigger and bigger. And just like her going off on herself with regards to, I've got so much natural talent. But she never really focuses on the fact that her father
focused on the movie.
She got the job because of her father.
Yeah. I looked that up. Yeah.
I was like,
I'm in the New York Times. I have so much natural talent. Your father is the editor in chief.
Yes. She got the job because of her father. And don't get me wrong, she may have talent. She may have these abilities. That's great.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to say she doesn't have talent, but to brag that much and talk shit just to try to. And the interesting thing about it, because I've seen, and I was talking, and I don't know much about it, but I've seen some people were like, why are people making this rift between like lesbians or like white lesbians versus black lesbians or in the LGBT community and stuff like that? Like you're making this rift when it was not necessary.
Yes. It was not. It was not necessary. This was literally her creating drama out of something because her ego got hurt because someone called her out on something that she did.
Yeah, the hypocrisy on it.
The hypocrisy on it.
For the same reason you praise the white actress for her physical beauty, her large chest, but for that same thing, you bash the black artist on it.
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in her lesbian ways to even complain about boobies in general. If there's boobies, it's great.
Why don't you like the boobies? I mean, just love the boobies.
Just let the boobies be.
There's your bumper sticker.
Let the boobies be.
This comes in. I pulled up Newsweek real quick. So the film critic who leaked a series of DMs from actress Amanda Steinberg has deleted her Twitter and TikTok. So
everything's gone now.
And that must be recent because I was surprised how long it stayed up because it felt like she was like doubling down on it. Like, oh, I'm not gonna run from this. But then once all of the majority of your followers are like, no, you're the one that's in the wrong. It's like, nah, it's time to retreat. This didn't work.
It finally came.
What was her plan?
I don't know, but it finally came to like show. I think so. She kept like I said, she was digging her own hole. She kept making these videos I know, right? She kept making all these videos where she was talking about herself. She never addressed the issue, or she never addressed even her criticism of the movie. All she did was try to boast her own ego and her own skills per se and her own natural ability.
I can say these things because I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah, like and then she even tried to use her minority to okay it, which that's not okay.
That's what I was trying to get into that. Like that, there you go. That's what I've heard people were saying. Like, she's using the fact that she's a part of the LGBT community as a shield to block her from what she was doing to another person in the same community.
In the same community. Like, we're literally beating each other up in the same community now. And her trying to take her minority and use it as a tool to make it okay for her to do what she did is not okay.
Yeah.
She was shown an error in her ways, and she should have taken that gracefully, and she should have or if she wanted to stand by her conviction for her criticism, then focus on the criticism.
Yeah.
Focus on the criticism
like,
of the movie.
I didn't read her review yet. I'm pretty sure she gave a legit criticism of the movie and whatnot.
But
the things
she
that she
has
did.
not
But the fact that she focused on that one actress, that the physical body part of that one actress, it throws the fact that actress gave you that offering, and you didn't take it. You didn't see it. You didn't address it. You didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah. You literally just dug yourself even worse. You didn't.
If it would have been me, I would have messaged her back and said, "Is it okay for me to? I see what you're saying. Is it okay for me to
address this?
To address this the way I appreciate the off ramp that you just threw." And Amanda was laughing about this. Like, I thought that we were gonna joke about it was one lesbian to another.
Yep.
I thought we were about to joke about this, but she didn't. Obviously, didn't see the context. We were talking about. You said your dad was like a smart person.
Oh yeah, no common sense.
But the common sense part of it just snaps weren't snapping. Like
absolutely. Like, you can be the smartest person in the world and have all these gifts and have all these talents and have all this book smart and then have zero common sense to recognize basic interactions that are going to benefit you in the long run.
Right.
Just because you don't understand that social interaction, and it just seemed like this woman did not get the social interaction with that DM and did not understand what Amanda was doing for her, like, at all. Amanda was really helping her in this situation.
Or at least tried to.
Yeah. She really tried to. Yeah,
but,
for sure.
So guys, let us know what you guys think about that whole thing. Look that up. Go to TikTok. Like, usually I would have
all
these
over.
graphics up. I would probably have played the video. I'm sorry guys, I don't have all those things up. So stop being fucking lazy.
He was saving babies today, okay? He was saving babies.
Let's talk about it, guys. And remember, the live chat is up. So if you guys want to say something about anything we talk about, put it up on the live chat. Amanda Lehman says, "Hello all."
Hi.
Hello, man. How are you doing?
No, he really was saving babies today. That's why everything was running late. So
I mean, it's true. It's damn true.
It was really true.
What happened earlier today was let's take a little time. Let's take a little break.
Tell him what happened.
So I was at Walmart today and I had to buy some 7-Up for this.
It's my fault. It is my fault.
Her little drink. She's like, it's in our contract. If I'm going to be a part of this network, I'm going to need two things. I'm going to need vodka,
Tito's specifically,
and 7-Up.
Yeah.
So I had
basic white girl.
I realized not White Claw. So it's Tito's and 7-Up. Is that the white girl drink?
It's a basic white girl drink.
Damn. Wow. So I was out there trying to get a drink because I didn't want her to be 7-Up-less. And when I was in the parking lot, I saw a woman. She had her baby locked in the car, and she's trying to tell her baby how to unlock push the button. She was getting so frustrated. She's banging on the glass. No! I'm like, all you're doing is scaring the baby more. So I did what any irrational person would do. I walked away from her and made sure I got Tabatha's 7-Up first. Then no, really.
Priorities.
No, look at
priorities.
You don't understand the text message. That 7-Up better be cold. All that shit. It was like, look at this person right here. Don't let it all. Yeah, they're trying to laugh it off. But
I look innocent. This is not what I sent him.
Yeah. So Amanda says, "Hi. How is everyone doing?" Pierre Kelly says, "Good, Amanda." Pierre also says, "Why did they name the movie Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?" We'll get to that. Let me finish my story first.
Gosh, saving babies, y'all.
So I bought the 7-Up because I was thinking maybe she'll get it unlocked by the time I get out. But when I came back, I was like, she's still out there trying to get her car unlocked. I walked up to her and said, "Ma'am, do you need help?" She's looking into her car window. She's ignoring me. I said it louder. "Ma'am, can I help you? I can get something to probably help you try to unlock the door." And she, without looking at me, she just goes, "Leave me alone, sir." And I walked away immediately. all right, fine. And I got in my car and I drove off. But then my damn spider senses kicked in. I turned around. I came back and I saw that there was another employee, another black guy who was trying to get her attention as well. But he was an employee, and she was probably brushing him off too.
Yeah.
So I pulled up next to him, and I said, like, she seems doesn't want any assistance. Yeah. But I told the guy, I said, hey, go into your store, go get a wire hanger, let's see, and just give it to her. Maybe she can open it herself. And then he was like, okay. He went to get it. He never came back. And I went in myself. There are no wire hangers in Walmart. It's all plastic.
I was like, do they have?
They don't have wire hangers. So. After about 20 minutes, I circled around. There was another lady who was like walking by. She's like, oh my goodness, this lady has a baby locked in the car. And I made sure to make it about me at that point. I was like, yeah, I tried to help her.
You did the typical man thing.
Yeah. I made it about being a man. I made it about race. I was like, what did I say? I said as loud as I could so she could hear me. I said, black man brother trying to help a sister out in a time of need. She don't want my help. Wait until that the right Karen comes by and over exaggerates. I was like, that's what I was trying to tell her. I was like, you're in a situation right now where the wrong person would probably be like. Because I went back and I listened. I was like, the engine's running good. Maybe the AC is on. Baby's not in that much danger and whatnot. But you don't know what people might say when they call it in.
Well, another issue is like, if the kid can lock the door, they could probably put the car in drive.
Who knows what that kid was about that day? Oh, it's my time. I'm out. So I'm like, the point was that time was wasting. While I was like, why are you in your own ego? When all this time was anything could happen.
She was scared shitless. That's really what it was. So she was scared shitless.
So I did what any rational person would do. I started recording for TikTok clips. All right. I was narrating and shit. I was like, all this time wasted and shit. Like you get your ego in the way. I turned into Kevin. If y'all know who Kevin Samuel is, I was all in this woman's life like I knew her. I was like, the typical modern woman doesn't want a man's help. But wait until that white man comes and help. Then she's gonna be like, oh, can you help? Yeah, brother can't help her. Like I was getting mad. Like I was pumping it up in my head for no reason. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I was like, I like calling my own people racist against their own people. Like, cause I'm a black man. Like she letting her history get in the way, her trauma. But honestly, that I said that. I was like, it could have been that. It could have been like she don't want a man.
She could have been. You never know.
Help. I could have been triggering her, like she could have thought that I was trying to help her just so I can get something from her, and that could have been her life experience. I get that, but honestly, I'm a parent.
Yeah, you're just trying to
bullshit away,
so you can get this kid out.
Yeah, exactly. Look, if I could hate all, like let's say for example, I could hate all white people because all white people have been racist to me my whole life. But if my kid is locked in the car,
give me all the white people,
and
please.
a man from and a Klansman would have came in with, I got the wire to unlock this door. I'd have been like, son of a bitch. All right, come on.
It's like a Klansman.
But while you open the door, you better not say that word. He probably would have. He's like, oh yeah, man, just keep locking yourselves out of the car. Oh my God, would I have stopped him from helping me? No. Would I have liked the fact that I've had this guy to help me? No, I would not have liked it. But I still would have. I would have put my issue with that man to the side. Yeah. I'd have let him call me that word while the door was still locked. Yeah. The second that door unlocked, I'd open the door and I'd knocked him out and then drove off. But eventually, like the fire department came, they got the baby. Long story short, too late, I know. But the baby
it's not a short story, just so you know.
The baby was fine. She got in. Fire department had to come. All this stuff. It was crazy. Well, all right.
But that's why he was late.
That's why that's why the show was late.
And then I was distracting him for like an hour.
Yeah, so. I know, right? I was the second she walked in, I'm like, your hair's not combed?
I know, it was a mess. I'm a mess. It's a hot freaking mess over here.
She kept complaining about how cold it was.
It was so freaking cold in here. God.
Which is weird to me. I'm like, I live with a white woman. My wife is white, and then this one comes in like complaining about the cold. I'm like, I thought you guys didn't like the heat. Remember what I said the last time she was here? Remember what I said, guys? What is she? What? Shh. Her black ass was telling me how cold it was in the house. Let's move on. over here trying to pretend like
Oh my God.
I knew it when the second me dressed up like Ruby Rod and her dressed up like Lena. Like, shut your black ass up. You ain't fooling nobody.
Oh my God.
I knew it. I can tell. I have a sixth sense about these things.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It was really fucking cold in here.
Well, yeah. This tropical sister right here is calling me out. Damn, Chris. You don't watch BET? What's wrong with you? That's what she said to me.
Do you really want to know something funny though?
Chris, you don't know how to play dominoes? What the fuck?
I do know. I am really good at dominoes.
That's what she said to me.
And
I don't know how to play dominoes. You see that face right there? You see that? That's why I said like what I say.
I don't understand this at all. How do you not know? Like,
because I'm black, I have to know how to play. All of us are born playing dominoes. I just don't know. I never learned. I don't know how to play dominoes.
I literally grew up playing it. So in
the words of Christian Bale, good for you. Can we move on to the next topic?
All right, next topic.
What's going on with the next?
Oh my gosh,
in the world of,
what is going on with the next topic? All right, topic number 2. What do we got? Oh, Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
So for all of you who, so Olivia Wilde, rumors were coming out because she's been directing for a while, and I'll tell you, full disclosure, guys, I'm gonna have to give a little disclaimer. Olivia Wilde is on my list.
Oh, because she's on my list too.
I'm sorry, she is on my list, my hall pass list. Yeah. Now, this list has not been sanctioned by Joy at all. But
what?
I am willing to die on this hill. I love Olivia.
You need to get it sanctioned. You need to get it approved.
You will not approve of me even
on your list.
Looking at another.
Olivia Wilde.
She won't let me have any fun.
Most women will approve Olivia Wilde.
A goddess.
And she's funny, so it tops everything.
She's directing now, and she's crushing it. Have you seen her movie?
Yeah,
what was that? The two girls graduating from high school.
Oh yes. Hold on. Book something.
What's it called?
Was it the
Booksmart?
Booksmart.
Olivia Wilde is crushing it as a director.
That was a great movie, but it was very witty and
very
well
good.
done.
Me and Joy was very surprised at how well it was. Yeah. So Olivia Wilde has a new movie coming out with Harry Styles and Florence Pugh coming out soon. And the rumor was it was another one of those situations where the male actor is getting paid more than the female actress. And she, in a recent interview in Variety, shut that shit down quick.
Yeah,
she was like, no. Like, that is not happening. No, the male actors are not getting paid more than the female actors. And I wouldn't think that if a movie's being directed and led by a female artist, I wouldn't think that would be happening.
The director doesn't necessarily always have the control over that. So it's not that it's not that even something that she could control that narrative.
She could have a say in it.
She could have a say, but...
And I'm sure this was a movie project that she brought to the studio.
Yeah, but the producers and everybody like that is going to have a say in the matter.
I have to double check if she's one of the producers.
Yeah,
too.
so if she's a producer on the movie, then she
would have the say. And that's probably why it was brought up to her, because she's probably one of the producers. Because I think she was a producer.
But they're pitting it on her being the director of the movie, whereas the directors, they don't. Yes, they have a say in the finances of what's going on. Like, they're trying to get the money for the movie, all that great stuff. But what most people don't realize is they sometimes don't even get to dictate what's being paid to the actors. That's why sometimes they don't get the actors that they want, because the producers get to direct that.
Right.
So it was always an interesting concept to bring this to her with, there's this rumor that, Harry Styles is getting paid
more than Florence Pugh. Yeah.
But yet they're not even bringing in the fact that there's so many other factors into this. So, which I always thought was very interesting. But
if anything, I think Florence Pugh should be getting paid more than Harry Styles.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Harry Styles isn't probably a good actor and stuff like that.
But still, he's not known.
I would think that her ability as an actor is she, to me, I'm sorry. And maybe this might be my bias. Maybe Florence Pugh is another person on my list. I'm not going to divulge that information right now. But if I was the producer of that, I'm like, no. I'm like, let's give Florence this amount. And who the fuck think it's Harry Styles again.
First of all, don't get me wrong. I love Harry Styles.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
I love me some Harry Styles. I was not like
but
into the boy band aspect of him, but I really love like
his solo.
His solo.
You like his Justin Timberlake now?
Yeah, he's come to his own, but he's really like.
What is the equivalent of his Cry Me a River?
Oh, I don't know the name of it. Like when I say I'm not musically driven by him, I'm not. I'm more driven by him in the sense of what he's portraying, what he's trying to change in the society, and what just his almost like his taking away this toxic masculinity aspect to what Harry Styles is. I'm really behind him on that. I am not driven by his music. His music is not necessarily my type of music, but I'm really driven by what he is displaying to society and what he's bringing to pop culture and what he's creating as normal. He's allowing men to explore and be themselves and still be masculine and still be men, which I love, this one form of concept of what a man is, and he's changing that, and I like that. So I can get behind him and support him in that, but
not enough to pay him more than Florence Pugh.
No, he doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have the known, credentials for that.
Doesn't have the catalog.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Unlike Florence Pugh. I'm sorry, I got lost in Florence's eyes.
Yeah. He was totally looking at the picture.
I'm sorry. I was looking. This is what I was looking at, guys. I was like, look, I don't know what it is about this death stare. I feel threatened and excited at the same time. I don't know what it is.
A little scared.
Yeah, but it's probably because of the fact that she's a Black Widow in the MCU. But Olivia was saying so. This comes from BuzzFeed. I pulled the first thing up there I could find. If you've been keeping up with Don't Worry, Darling, that's the movie that's just coming out with Florence and Olivia, and Harry.
Yes.
Roll out. There's a chance that you come across the rumored feud between So yeah, there's a rumor that Olivia Wilde and Florence don't like each other, don't get along, and she shut that down.
Yeah.
Real fast. Like, no, that's not true. At all. Why is it that we like? Why do people love to make women fight?
I don't know. Why we're constantly.
It turns us on.
Why is that though? As a female who likes females, I do not enjoy.
I can answer that question.
I don't like drama.
This was answered in Seinfeld, in an episode of Seinfeld.
Oh God, of course it was.
The catfight phenomenon excites us men because we feel like in the middle of the fight that there's a chance that the two women may kiss.
Oh my God!
That's what we want to see. That's how Seinfeld explained it. As a person who kisses women a lot, what do you think about that notion?
I am not a fan of drama that leads to sexual tension. Drama to me does not equal sexual tension. Okay, hate sex is in my mind reserved for people who have already had love sex. So I'm not down with the whole drama. I hate you. Let's make out. That is not. No. I don't like Mean Girls. So I am not the best. I am not the best person for this because I'm not a fan of Mean Girls.
No.
Mean Girls do not turn me on.
She does want to make fetch happen.
I have never used that term. Thank you very
much.
Fetch. Not use that. But yes. No. And there's a lot of
BDSM people using that term, throwing some shit.
Fetch. That is a different concept.
Oh, not the same type of fetch.
Not the same type. Not the same type. But yeah, I don't understand the whole mean girl drama.
Trying to put these two.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me as someone who loves females. It doesn't create a desire for me.
So in the article, it continues. So there's a couple of theories behind the alleged drama, but one stems from a report earlier this month from Showbiz Galore that Florence was paid only $700,000, while Harry, who is also Olivia's boyfriend, was paid $3 million for his supporting role. In a new interview with Variety, Olivia denied any claims of a pay disparity between Florence and Harry. There has been a lot out there that I largely don't pay attention to, she began. But the absurdity of of invented clickbait and subsequent reactions regarding a non-existing pay disparity between our lead and supporting actors really upset me. I am a woman who has been in this business for over 20 years, and it's something that I have fought for myself and others, especially being a director. There is absolutely no validity to those claims, she said. And then good for her for sticking up for her star and her man, who happens to be the co-star. I forgot they were dating.
Honestly, so did I.
I forgot that
but I did know it, but I completely forgot.
But you know what? It would be a fair question though, because if the person who asked heard that rumor, and it's just a rumor at the time, that's why they asked, and obviously that's why Olivia shut it down quick, because obviously there's a conflict of interest.
Absolutely.
He's my boyfriend.
Yes.
He's in the movie.
Yes.
If I paid him $3 for supporting and the star $700,
I look, and I'm gonna be this person right now. I would really hope in supporting her and in supporting, because I love her, that she really wouldn't do that. Like, I want to believe that she really wouldn't do that.
The dick was that good.
I mean,
$3 million. Like, goddamn.
I mean,
if he puts it down like that for $3 million, I'm like, damn. All right, Harry. All right.
Oh God.
Not all heroes wear capes.
No. Lord. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Can you imagine that pillow talk? I want $3 million.
Oh my God, that is so no. First of all, look, Harry Styles, but it's Olivia Wilde. That woman don't need to do that. Come on.
You should be paying her $3 million.
Yes, exactly. Fucking Olivia Wilde.
Oh man. Oh, isn't she divorced from what's his name from Saturday Night Live? It wasn't Saturday Night Live, and what's that his popular show that's on Apple TV now? I
have no idea.
Her ex-husband, from guys in the chat, you know who I'm talking about. Olivia Wilde's ex-husband. Pull it up in the chat. But anyway, share your thoughts on what you think about this whole thing between Olivia Wilde. But let me know in the chat room, who's her ex-husband, the guy that he's divorced.
Yeah, I can't remember because I don't know.
Saturday Night Live. Let's move on to the next. So.
Next topic.
Yeah, Tabatha. What is the next
topic? It's gonna be Barbie departing from Euphoria.
What is going on? So Barbie from Euphoria. Barbie, or is it Barbie Ferreira?
Ferreira.
And let's see, and Nixon B with the clutch, with the save. Yeah, Kevin Sudeikis.
Oh, okay.
That's her ex-husband.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a whole thing about she was served papers while she was at like a comic book convention. She was on stage.
What?
And the person served her while she was on stage.
I missed that.
Kevin, it's Jason Sudeikis. You put Kevin Sudeikis, but I think it's Jason Sudeikis.
I'm confused.
When he found out about it's Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live. It was on Saturday Night Live. Is it Jason? Yeah. Amanda said yes. Jason Sudeikis.
Okay.
When he found out that she was served on stage, like, he was pissed. He's like, no, I did not want it to go down like that. He couldn't control.
Well, that's
like
a bit
they're in the middle of divorce.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, when I found out that he even was with her and got and all that stuff, like, my respect for him went like through the roof.
Right?
Like, dude, you pulled Olivia.
He did pull. He did pull. That was a pull for sure.
He's not that funny.
I mean, he's a bit funny, but he definitely pulled on that one. Yeah, for sure.
Wow. You know what I would do?
You better. Shh.
All right, good. She can't hear me. You know what I would do?
I mean, she's a lister.
Wow.
Yes.
Making sure my wife isn't gonna murder me.
She's probably still gonna murder him. It's okay.
So the current topic we're supposed to be talking about.
Yes, it's Barbie from Euphoria.
Barbie is the party from Euphoria.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm sad. She has such a complex character for that show, and her character is so well developed with what she's going through and the aspects of her, like, kind of coming to her sexuality and creating control over it, and then, like, the ideas of, like, OF and how she's, doing that lifestyle and owning that. I loved the character and how it was being kind of presented and how it developed. And so I'm a little sad to see that character go, because I thought it was a really well thought out aspect of what women do and go through, and taking that power and creating a monetary aspect of it, as well as owning it and kind of discovering yourself through it. And I thought it was a really well thought out character line, and so I'm going to be a little sad to see it go.
Yeah, so and this comes in from Variety. So Barbara Ferreira says she's leaving Euphoria. She says, I'm having to say a very tearful-eyed goodbye. Barbara Ferreira says she will no longer be returning to Euphoria for the third. She won't even be in the third season.
I know, which is...
I would have hoped that she would have finished the third season first. But the actor announced her apparent departure via Instagram, writing in a story post, after 4 years of getting to embody the most special and enigmatic character, Kat, I'm having to say a very tearful goodbye. I hope many of you could see yourself in her like I did, and that she brought you joy to see her journey into the character. She says, this today, I put all my care and love into her, and I hope you guys could feel it. Love you, Catherine Hernandez. Representatives for HBO and Ferreira, did not immediately respond to Variety's request for further comment.
Yeah,
but I still haven't finished season 2.
What?
I'm like 2 episodes away from finishing it.
I binged that like hardcore.
But her character was always like she's been through it, like from being like the unseen to the whole her arc about with all the confidence and stuff, the empowerment of it, and then
losing kind of control.
Exactly. Like her character is, besides Rue,
correct,
is the most complex.
Yes, that's why I loved that character line. So I really, really am sad to see that whole storyline kind of dissolve.
Do you think they should recast?
That's always a hard one. Like, sometimes recasting works and sometimes it doesn't.
Like,
so
I'm a firm believer that the actor is meant to serve the film or the show, not the other way around. I'm okay with recasting. So if the story is there's a heavy arc with her involved, I'm okay with recasting. If it doesn't really matter, then writing her off the show is okay with me.
I think that that's a complex scenario, only because, so yes, I agree with you in the sense that if the storyline is strong enough, then really you should be able to put any actor in there to do the job. However, with a show like Euphoria, because of how it's developing,
how realistic,
and that's the kicker for me, is how realistic it is. If you look at what that storyline is and you look at how they're developing those characters and what is going on in that show, it is hitting some very, very strong points. It's hitting some very real situations that happen. And so you are associating, and then you're finding people in your life you can pinpoint to these characters, but you are strictly falling in love with that actor for that character, because not only is it a young audience, because that's what Euphoria is, it's a young audience.
Makes me feel like a dirty old man for watching it sometimes.
And it makes me feel like a dirty old lady for watching it sometimes.
So dirty old man, though.
That's what it is.
What are you doing about watching that show?
I know. But because they're so young in this storyline that you see them develop and grow as a character, it's hard, in my mind, to replace an actor in that, because it's you're watching them grow. You're watching them grow into this human, real scenario. The realism there is so intense, and it's so a part of that character development that I might have a really hard time with replacing.
Yeah.
And I think it's specific for this sort of situation, because I do agree with you with a lot of recastings and other things. I really do. But with this situation, I feel like it might be a little different just because of how the show is portrayed and what it's developing within those storylines.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nixon B. So I read that the writers didn't feel the storyline with her boyfriend was that strong, but I completely agree with everything you both said. I felt sorry for
the
that boyfriend.
Yeah, I did
but
too.
I didn't. But I wasn't dependent on it. Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't the important part of her story.
Her reacting to him was more important than him.
Yep.
I like how she was treated. Yeah, you felt sorry for him and stuff like that, and you didn't want her to. But at the same time, it's that lesson that people need to learn. Like be honest. Like if he's not floating your boat.
Then don't.
If he's not making that motion in the ocean happen, then no. I mean, there was some scenes where he tried.
He really did. And look, you do feel sorry for him. You feel empathy for him.
Yeah.
You feel this guy.
Like he was a hero to me.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, I'm gonna try something. And he went for it. I was like, my man.
He did. He really did. And you do feel sorry for him. But I think when you look at their interaction and you see what they're doing. She don't like him. You know, she doesn't like him, but it wasn't so much about him.
In the black guy.
It wasn't about him. It was about her journey, and that's what I really liked about her story.
Could you imagine if he would have found out what she was doing personally and stuff?
I don't know because
he would have freaked out.
You think he would have freaked out? I don't know if he would.
Or you think he would have been went a little cuck with it? But whatever you need, baby, whatever you want to do. Even if he didn't like it.
And I think
maybe should we have like a Euphoria conference like it feels like we really like this show.
I do. I love this damn show.
I feel like he would have been all like, yeah, babe, I don't walks into her walks into the house seeing her with like 3 different guys and stuff, and he's like, oh, if you need me, I'll be in the kitchen making dinner, baby. So just take your time. Hope you're hydrated. Bye.
Hydration is very important
in an orgy. Like, is that true?
Hydration is very important.
No. We should be having different conversations on the rundown. Should this be orgy talk?
Oh my gosh.
Send your thoughts below.
We're not going there.
Speaking of orgies, Tabatha.
No. And so, like, for me with him, though, like, his storyline, I feel like their storylines are separate. They just happened to be together at that moment.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I don't feel like he was pivotal. I feel like eventually he was going to get written off the show. Anyway.
It's not even that I thought he was going to get written off. I just thought that his storyline was going to deter from her eventually because her storyline was so powerful and so strong with what it was that I thought that they were just going to remove him into something else, and then her storyline was going to create its own little dynamic and drama with the cast.
Yeah, he would eventually like invented something that made him a billionaire or won the lottery or something, and like become like super. Isn't that always the story?
This isn't Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, okay?
like that's all. That's every guy's like fantasy or something. Like, I'm gonna become something awesome after this, and you're gonna regret, cheating on me like 30,000 times and stuff. Like her journey. Like,
yes.
There were times in that show where I did not like the way her other girlfriends were talking to her and treating her. And when she stood up for herself, I was like, right the fuck on. But there was one moment where they bombed back at her. And it was totally justified. I was like, how is it that you made one of the most unlikable characters on the show put you in your place? And you are one of the most likable and sympathetic characters on the show, and the most unlikable one was able to put you in your place for this one moment.
Do you know what, though? That is what makes this show so fucking great. It's because it's real.
The back and forth.
It's the complexity.
It's life.
That's human. Yeah. That is literally what human beings do. We are not all good or all bad. We are complex.
We're all the heroes of our own story.
Yes, and we never think we're the villain of the story when sometimes we are the villain of the story. And
I
so
know I'm the villain of my story.
He wants to be he wants to be the villain of his story. That doesn't necessarily mean
I
he's
will
the
be avenged. Damn you, Spider-Man. Now, what did he say to Tobey Maguire? I was gonna finish her quickly, but now that you really pissed me off,
oh gosh,
I'm gonna do her nice and slow.
I mean,
that's the line.
That's the better way.
Like if you don't like the Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie, I don't know why that line was. Why would he make it so sexual?
He did. He did make it very sexual.
Now that you really pissed me off, I'm gonna do her. That's what he said. Nice. And slow.
Oh my god, he always freaked me out though. Ugh.
Willem Dafoe, right? Yeah.
Oh, he always freaks me out. He looks like him in his normal face.
Everybody wanted him to play the Joker. Wait, Ferreira. We're talking about Euphoria, right?
I know. We got sidetracked. This happens all the time.
Yeah, but she just like a villain. Like she's not your typical villain. She will she will do things like she's very sympathetic, and I understand her, and I'm like. And I'm glad that she's getting her confidence, but then she started to cross too many lines. Like now that you're confident, like you don't get to really talk shit. And
so there's a reason for that, and I think that this was the important part about her character. Mm-hmm. She had not had the developmental skills socially to ease into that position. Yeah. So they showed what I feel is a very real aspect of what happens to girls who are introverted, who are the outsiders, who all of a sudden become an insider, who have these confidence, who get thrusted into this position of power. Mm-hmm. They don't know what to do with that kind of energy. They don't know what to do with all of that. So the character really showed what happens when you have to discover that real time. And sometimes you fuck up. Yeah. Sometimes you make massive mistakes with it. And they wrote that in there, and that's one of those many, many reasons I love that show, is they really showcased that. They showcased the realness of what happens when you are given this sort of confidence and this power, and you've not had it your entire life, and you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, you're going to make mistakes with it.
You're going to make mistakes with it. You're going to make major mistakes with it. You're going to go the route of the very people that you detested before.
You know what that's the equivalent of? It's like when you're right out of high school or right out of college, and you're an athlete, you're a football player or something, and you get signed to the NFL. And now you come from you grew up in a middle class or below middle class lifestyle, and now you're a millionaire.
Yeah, and
just
they
like
lose
that.
all their money.
Exactly, because you were not raised on how to be a millionaire and to manage your money as a millionaire.
Absolutely.
And it's
100%.
like you're immediately thrown into to shark infested waters, and you wonder why you went broke so fast, because you weren't raised that way.
That is a common story within that scenario, like a common story where they're thrusted with all this money, they don't know what to do with it, they have endless amounts of women, drugs, the rock star life, and they blow it all and lose their shit, and they don't know what to do responsibly with it. It's the story that is told over and over and over again in those scenarios. And that's one of those things. This is why I'm so sad about this character leaving, because it's one of those storylines that really showcased that. Yeah. It showcased what happened in real time in a scenario that's more real for the everyday people. It's more common for a woman who felt ignored and unseen and invisible all of a sudden get seen and not know what to do with all that attention, not know what to do with that confidence and that power. And so I'm really sad about it leaving, because it's a really good lesson to display to people.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. And I'm wondering, I wonder if I wonder if she's even gonna film a farewell kind of an episode. I don't know.
That's the crazy part.
I would hope so, because at least that would make it a little bit easier for the transition of her not being there anymore. Because it's like if it's one of the, I feel like if she doesn't film any episodes of season 3, then that means we're gonna get an episode probably on the very first episode. We're gonna get that narration at the very beginning. Oh, I can't believe they're gonna say her character name went out of town or moved.
Which is
actually a realistic thing. People move.
Still lame.
Kids have to follow where their parents go.
That's true.
Parents move, and the kid went and oh shit, what happened? Oh well, over the summer her dad moved to Albuquerque or some shit like that.
Very true. Still lame for TV.
It's still lame for TV, especially when she was in the middle of some pretty wild shit.
I know, and I really wanted to see where it went. I was so excited for it. I really was.
Oh yeah. So. I got the soundboard out.
Goodness.
I forgot about that.
Hold
on. Let me see if I can.
There's
one sound.
There's one specific.
There was one sound that I want. Oh wait,
hold on. He's gonna make me put my headphones on, isn't he?
So there's one sound that I told her that it's my favorite sound.
He's been waiting for this.
I hope it works.
One.
I think you guys might have heard the boom. If it was too loud, let me know.
Oh my god, these are all messed up. Sorry, I have to fix them.
The concept of headphones really.
Hey.
So I was hoping, like, if anytime, like, if ever we talk about, like, a certain character or a certain, if she ever mentions a guy that turns her on,
Very
like
rare.
Ryan Reynolds or something like that.
Ryan Reynolds
this is the
is
sound
on the
that I
list.
love. That Sarah Catherine the Red. Warning: if you ever say anything that cracks me, I'm gonna make it into a sound.
Gonna do it.
Sarah Catherine the Red said this, and I've made
I'm
fun
so
of her.
scared,
since.
y'all.
So, like, let's say you're talking about Ryan Reynolds, and he's the one guy that can convince you to go back to.
No, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
Keanu Reeves is the
convince you
one
to go
guy
back
that
to
I would try to be straight for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that he would be your
Spicy bad daddy.
Oh my God, no! I can't do the daddy. I can't. It's too much.
So Keanu Reeves is your
I can't.
spicy
Bad daddy. No.
bad daddy.
I can't do daddy. Ugh.
Spicy bad daddy.
No.
That's the sound. I love. I don't know what it was about that sound. It cracks me up.
You love it so much.
I love that. I love that sound. And my
So
I used to have whenever I got a new subscriber. Friend Amanda Just Vibing on TikTok. Go follow her. She's awesome. Her story is awesome. Like when I followed, me and her became friends when she didn't have that many subscribers, and she's in California. She had a job in retail that she hated, and she like a vision board. She willed her current success. She's like, I want to get invited to like screenings. I want to be involved, and then slowly it started happening. She got a job. That were in the media that she wants to be in. Now she's getting invited to screenings and stuff like that. She's blowing up on TikTok now.
Good for her.
But luckily for me, I took a sound from her TikTok and I got her permission early before she was super famous. Now, no takesies backsies, Amanda. So anytime I got a new subscriber, and if you haven't become a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and then you would hear this sound.
Marvel.
So, Marvel. So she has an ongoing thing on her TikTok where she bursts in the room and she yells at Marvel. Anytime Marvel upsets her, she plays both herself and Marvel. And the funny thing about her Marvel thing is she walks in the room and she grabs Marvel by the face. It's really her grabbing herself like that off camera. But she does the thing and she grabs Marvel and Marvel's like, what did I do now? But if you guys follow her, Amanda Just Vibing,
I'm gonna have to go look her up.
she bursts in the room. Also, so I think y'all two would get along great. By the way, she has a husband, though, so you gotta get it.
I don't know about the husbands.
But she walks in the room. The first thing it was always funny. Everybody would always be looking forward to her when she bursts in the room, and you would hear
Marvel.
like that. That's
Yeah.
It was
Oh
funny.
my
No, anyway, I got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
He's all about the soundboard right now.
This soundboard is my everything. It's my reason for living. Tabatha, what is our next topic of
Ooh.
the week?
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
House of Dragons. Yes.
So Tabatha, you have watched the House of Dragons episode 1, as we have all. If you guys have not watched House of Dragon, what the fuck are you waiting for? Watch
It's so
that shit.
good.
It is so good.
It is so good.
You see, Tabatha was smart. She went to the bathroom before the show.
I did.
So I'm gonna take the time. I'm very honest with my subscribers and my followers. I'm gonna take the time to tell you guys the truth. I'm gonna take a potty break and allow the co-host of this show to monologue for a few minutes about how she felt about the. I'll keep the door open, though.
So you can hear?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be disgusting and
okay,
leave the door open.
We'll hear him pee. It's
You
okay.
You might hear in the background, but I'm listening. I'm still.
I got you.
I'm still with you guys.
I got you.
So let's hear what Tabatha has to say about the first episode of House of Dragon. What do you think?
I freaking loved it. Okay. True GOT fan. I even named my youngest daughter's middle name Winter because I am a true GOT fan. So, I really was excited about the show and I really loved what they brought to it. I liked that they are finally giving us a backstory to what is happening with Khaleesi and kind of why she is the way she is and what she came from. And There it was. He did it. But I was really excited to kind of get to see the development of why Khaleesi the way she was, where she kind of got these foundations, and what they brought into the episodes. And I'm really excited to see where this goes. I really am. They've kind of really set up the foundation, in my opinion, really well, with the trying to bring the empowerment of women into the positions and how that is progressing. Because with Khaleesi, you never understood why she was the female hero and why she was portrayed as this hero, because you had everybody else as the men with the power and all that stuff. What'd you say? Oh, he's wronging me from the restroom. What are you wronging? What about it? Tell me. He's coming back. Did you wash your hands?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Maybe. So, yeah, no, Khaleesi was a jerk from day. I could tell
Do not.
she
We're
was
gonna
a jerk
fight.
from day one.
We're gonna fight.
The signs were there.
No, there weren't.
Of her jerkness.
I am so upset with you right now.
Get triggered.
I am so triggered.
I am such a bitch today.
I am so triggered right now.
See, Nixon agrees with me. Yes.
That was not agreeing with you.
Yeah, that was there way before I got here. But Nixon agrees with me. Yeah,
No.
Khaleesi
No.
was a jerk
No.
from day one. The signs were there.
I disagree so much with this.
You can disagree all you
So,
want.
I'm going to put it in
mute
his
your
freaking
mic
face.
at any moment.
And you know what I can do? It's gonna get scary up in
Yeah,
here.
right. Don't ever cut a black woman's mic off like that. But I like the fact that the show started with the whole, like, this was like 172
Yes.
years before Khaleesi.
But
Like,
it's giving you the foundation.
You didn't see the I don't want this to be a whole Khaleesi conversation, but you didn't see the signs from day one.
Okay, I don't think that there were signs from day one.
That she could become the Mad. They
No.
mentioned the Mad King so many times.
Okay, what I think they were doing with Khaleesi was they were trying, in my mind, they were trying to pin it on this like madness that was developed through these bloodlines. When in reality, in my mind, throughout the show, what you saw, it was not madness through the bloodline. It was madness through expectation. It was madness through what she was having to make decisions about throughout the process of what she was expected to perform with. She had these dragons. She was expected to be this queen, this power, but she was also this empathetic and loving person, and she so badly wanted to be that empathetic and loving person, and she wasn't given the opportunity to be, because she was forced by all the men around her.
Now it's all the men's fault. Of course. Typical
fault.
modern woman, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be Kevin Samuels for a second.
There you go.
Typical modern woman. Everything is the man's fault. Let me maximize the comments real quick, and because we got some more comments coming in.
Oh my goodness!
But that's fun. Let me see if I can. Let me get rid of.
Oh, sorry.
that.
I was reading.
I'll get rid of that, and I'll maximize the comments.
Like, for real though, like, I felt like it wasn't so much this bloodline aspect of her madness, that it really was the expectation of the job, the expectation of what she was supposed to do, the expectation of how she was supposed to act and be, that created the madness. And I think that that's what, in my opinion, this show progressed her towards. I do not think that it was set up in the sense of she was just that way. And I felt differently.
Well, I mean, and Nixon said it best, and I was like, why can't I maximize my? Let me see if I can pull it up here. When a Targaryen is born, the gods flip a coin. That seems to be for every Targaryen. That's a direct Game of Thrones. Your favorite show.
It is
quote.
My favorite show.
So I feel like the coin landed a certain way for.
But I don't think that's how. I think the whole point of her character line was to show that it's not black and white, that there are all these outside aspects that are influencing her, that are creating her, that are...
I would agree that in the beginning, it seemed like her coin was on the
good
side and stuff
yes.
and then her... So that would indicate that just like every person in the world,
that's my
point.
That a product of your environment. It's that nature versus nurture. Sorry, I couldn't get out. Nature versus nurture. Too many of these.
Like we do what's it called? What are Tito's?
Too many of these.
Tito's. It makes Game of Thrones that much better.
It does.
This show the rundown is unofficially brought to you by Tito's. Tito's. Drink up and let the good times roll.
Oh my goodness. So nature versus nurture. And I think that was our real concept for her character and what she went through and how she developed over time, because I think her nature was very kind and compassionate and empathetic and loving, and she really wanted to be this nurturing person. Like, you saw that in her. She was a
breaker of change.
Yes,
right?
and she was this caregiver of people and really wanted to bring kindness to everyone. And then the influences, her outside influences, and to be honest, the show showed it as men. That's just what it was.
Typical modern woman.
That's what it was.
If Jason Momoa wasn't so...
Hey, he was the good one out of all of them. That's the crazy part. The barbarian, the one that was supposed to be the worst, was actually the most empathetic and sympathetic and compassionate towards her, versus all the other ones that were supposed to have her best interest for her were the ones that caused her to be that woman, were the ones that caused her to get to the point that she got to. Okay. And I think that that's the fascinating part of her storyline. And it shows that constant expectation can beat a person down so much that they lose that core part of themselves, and they become this person that they never wanted to be. She stated it in the beginning that she didn't want to be what she was expected to be. Right. And she was forced. And I like that the show is already kind of starting out with how that came to be, how it was progressed, how it started with this expectation of this is going to happen. This prophecy is going to happen. Yeah. And we need to prepare for it. We need to set up for it. But that means that you're going to have to be a type of person.
And I mean, we can make this. We can probably go on and on. We should probably have a whole Game of Thrones. Maybe we should rewatch Game of Thrones.
I know. Oh my God,
and get into it.
I'll rewatch Game of Thrones.
There's a segment that I want to bring to the channel called Judgment of Characters, and where I always try to play. Right now, it's called. I think we called it something different, where I try to play devil's advocate for bad guys or something like that.
Like villain or
villain, like something about villains or something like that. What is it? Who's the real villain? Yeah. But originally, I called it Judgment of Characters, where we would judge whether or not I try to play devil's advocate for people or characters who would be considered the villain, and try to act as a prosecutor or the defense attorney for a said character, and we should probably do that. But Nixon B was talking about like 170 years before Daenerys, and the Red Woman was 200 years old in Game of Thrones. Some are saying a possible appearance. Okay, that would be cool. Nixon B, any chance to see that nude scene again? The Red Woman, I love the Red Woman. Nixon B, Targaryen women were kept away from the Iron Throne before Daenerys. That was before Daenerys was the queen. When they said the queen who never was, and now we have Rhaenyra. That whole line, that queen that never was. I was like, that's such a dick move.
It really was. It really was a dick move. And it's like one of those situations where you really see in a culture or a society where ego is driven. That's all that was.
Nixon also goes on, warms my heart to hear someone vouch for Khaleesi.
I love me some Khaleesi. I really do. I love me some Khaleesi.
I love her too. But when
love me
when she was flying around that city and when she already won.
I would have burned happily.
You know what? And here's the thing. And here's the unique thing that I like what HBO or the directors or the showrunners did with those scenes, because some people will be like, yeah, that's when she lost her friend and when she killed her friend. Like, no, she's justified. But you notice how many innocent children they zoomed in on?
I got spares.
They were burning those.
I got spares. I got 3, so I got spares.
Wow.
Burned happily.
Like, all those innocent children who were probably cheering like, oh, the breaker of chains is here. We're finally, why is that dragon getting so fucking close?
Okay.
How many sympathetic supporters did she burn?
I'm gonna call you on this. How many children die in war all the damn time by men?
Yeah, too
all
many.
the damn time, but a woman does it and it becomes a thing.
Oh no, like I'm a liberal, I'm a lefty, but
I'm a lefty.
I'm gonna if Obama probably droned a lot of innocent people. I don't think that was cool. I'm not gonna pretend like that was cool.
Hey, I had multiple
children. But would I vote
children.
for him again? Yes.
I have multiple children for a reason. Sometimes, things happen. You gotta have spares.
It's like when you get married. It's like, you notice that the priest says, he doesn't say the name of your husband. It's like, do you take Cliff to be your lawfully wedded husband? We're replaceable. Like if the groom doesn't show up, the best man is right there. That's why the line is literally, do you take this man?
This man.
We're interchangeable.
I mean, I married a woman, so it was.
Did you take this woman? But I mean, is it in the? I mean, I feel like on House of Dragons, I feel like we're being set up because what the uncle.
Yes, the uncle. I really love how this is playing out.
I feel like they're trying to set him up to be the Khaleesi. But
he's a complex character.
I feel like he's just complex.
He's a complex character. I feel like there's going to be storyline going on with him that is going to.
You think that? I feel like the niece is going to probably. You think they're going to do it again? Do you think they're going to make the woman the Mad King type person? And then he will be the savior, or will he be the Mad King?
I don't know. I'm really excited to see how it plays out because they're both really cool, complex characters in how they're building it.
I feel like she's old.
Yes.
But I feel like he has a claim.
Yes. He has
I feel like these two characters, the coin will go back and forth on both of them.
So I agree with you on that one. I agree with you. I'm really hoping that they play to the complexity of the personalities because I love how they're setting up, especially the uncle. I love how they're setting up because he's not completely a bad guy. He seems to love his family. He seems to love his niece. He seems to dote on her.
He seems to love his horse.
I mean, who doesn't love their horse?
That dude got a passionate stroke.
I mean, who doesn't love their horse? But he really does seem to have this side of him that is ground in family, that is ground in a duty to that, and you can see that within that character, So you can see this concept of where he's not all bad, he's not all good, he's a complex, developed character already within the first freaking episode, which is one of the wonderful things about the show. And then with his niece, you can see that she is growing into this person that she is with these strong, young convictions, and I love that. I love that they're portraying. It's almost like, I mean, we have young adults as daughters, and so I know personally that my teenage daughter, who is in college now, who is so strong in her personality and so strong in her convictions, and I remember that as myself, and then remembering how I've developed over time, where I'm not fully that same person. Yeah, I was hard fucking headed about what I believed and what I said as a 19, 20-year-old woman, whereas now I'm more empathetic and compassionate about my thoughts, and I can understand another side while still having my point of view, and I can see that developing within the niece, and I'm really curious as to how that's going to play out.
Rachel was saying like, wow, this got deep.
Yes, Rachel, it did.
It was like, like welcome to the rundown, where we're gonna dive deep into every character and break it down. How does the Targaryens make you feel?
Yes.
What the metaphor of the dragons when they fly around? Do you feel superior? Are you covered? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna get deep. We're gonna get deep. People in the conversation were saying like don't ruin it. I haven't seen it yet. I know.
Watch it already. Goodness.
I mean, I know it's streaming and things and the rules are kind of different nowadays with streaming, but we're old.
Yeah.
We're old school. Like back in the day, when if you watch
watch
the show,
it when it came out.
you come to work the next day around the water cooler. It's a water cooler show, and we talk about it.
Yes.
Like I know now that with streaming things are a little lax now.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch it when I feel like it.
Yeah. Look, I'm the worst with that. I get it.
You'll get to it when you get to it. But I'm sorry, it's still a television show.
Yes.
24 hours later, the sun comes up, we're talking about it. It's like I use the Super Bowl as my example of that. If you didn't watch it when everybody else did, don't get mad when everybody at work is talking about the great game that happened yesterday.
Because
or some
it was
shit.
a great freaking
they saw
show.
They saw it. Look, new spoilers. Like fuck that. Like Tom Brady won. Duh. Like fuck that! Like no spoilers, my ass. We're talking about this. You're not like that one coworker is gonna stop everybody from talking. No,
it is so good though. I was so happy with that first episode because I was a little worried. I really was. I was a little worried with how they were gonna do it. I was just so
the second I saw the first orgy, I'm like, oh yeah, this feels great.
The first orgy, of course.
That was awesome.
Of course.
Oh man.
Of course.
Gots to be more careful. Loved it, man. What was that song? What was that old Houston song? Love it, man. 25 lighters on my dresser.
He's over here feeling himself. Oh my God. I can't.
Look, you knew what you were in. You're like,
I can't.
I told you that the rundown we go there every now and then. The conversation really started to go crazy now.
God, what now?
Nixon, I just know when she said D, I said oh no, and then Dracarys came out and I had chills and cried.
Aww.
Fear of missing out was what Rachel Warwick said. FOMO. She has FOMO. Did I miss anything else? This got deep. Yeah, okay. Tab, don't be calling me by my full name now.
Hey.
Rachel Warwick says, don't be calling me by my full name.
I will call you by your full name.
We passed that now. All right. Y'all bring out personal stuff. Oh, I can do that after the show. Let's continue on. But guys, but overall, I love the show. I thought it was great.
I really did love it.
We're back in the Game of Thrones world, and it was great.
Did you hear while you were peeing? Like legitimately though?
I can't hear anything.
Okay, while you're peeing, you can't only hear your pee. So I literally named my youngest daughter's middle name after Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. You said
So her middle name's Winter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's Isla Winter. I wanted to name her Khaleesi, but it got vetoed.
I wanted. What was it? It was a funny thing. I said to my ex-wife, I said some stupid shit about naming the kid. I can't remember the joke, but it was something about. I can't remember. Oh, that's the tip of my tongue.
It's okay.
It's a stupid kid named joke.
I was telling him jokes earlier today, and yeah, he didn't get half of them. And they were great jokes.
They were great lesbian jokes. I didn't get them. No, they were bar jokes.
First of all, they were bar jokes.
They were bar
Only
jokes.
one was a lesbian joke.
And I really
the other one was a
that.
gay joke.
Yeah.
And the other one was a hetero joke.
I guess I'm just a loser. I guess I didn't get any of them.
You didn't get my dog joke either. What do you call a dog with no legs? Nothing, because he's not coming.
All I heard was coming. All right, moving on to the next one. So that's our conversation about the House of Dragon. Yes. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. We're going to be doing more reviews on every episode every week. Luckily, when you're here every Thursday, we'll talk about like things like She-Hulk and
She-Hulk.
So
that's another one.
Let's move on to the first game of the week. What's the
next one is Cringe Tender DMs, y'all. Cringe Tender DMs.
Cringe Tender DMs. Okay.
This is great.
You looked them up. And
I did look them up.
We pulled up some DMs and sorry about that. We pulled up some DMs. We're gonna go through some Tinder
DMs
conversations that people have had.
Yes, it's great.
I will play one character.
I'll play the
Tabitha
other.
will play the other.
We're not going to tell you which character we're playing.
Yes, we are. I will play the guy. This is a very misogynistic show. I am the man. She's just the woman. No,
I'm the man.
She's like, no, I'm the man.
My voice is deeper. You've heard his high-pitched. I can't get that high. See?
What are you talking about?
See? I can't get that high-pitched. It's all him. Yeah.
Whenever she says, I can't get that high, you know she's lying.
I am lying about it. I can't get that high. See, yeah. I'm
All
good
right.
there. Are you ready?
We're gonna go through. Oh, so what's the
first one?
The very first one, number one.
Do number one.
This modern day poet.
Modern day poet. Are you ready?
Do I need to click on it? Or?
You don't have to click on it. Just read it.
It's a short one.
Yeah, short
Okay.
one. This is a short one.
All right,
ready?
this is from the DMs. Okay, so who's gray and who's blue?
You're gray. I'm blue.
I'm gray. Okay. This modern day poet. That's the DM. This is a Tinder
It's a
conversation.
legit Tinder DM.
Yeah, legit Tinder DM. Okay. You are so beautiful. You are so sweet. As long as I have a face, you'll have a seat.
Yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I am sweet. With poems like that, you'll be eating your meat. I couldn't even say it without laughing. So sorry.
Like, why you gotta be so cruel? I feel like he was a nice guy. You know, he wrote her like a haiku.
It was, a little bit. I mean, it rhymed, so that part was great. But
She's so mean.
all right, you're gray again. Go.
Okay. All right. Okay, so DM comes in. Let me lick them purple pussy lips. Sup on fucking tonight? I'm not asking twice.
You don't have to. The answer is no the first time.
I got aggressive, man. He
It was
he went straight to
in there.
sup on fucking
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah,
Like, he went
yeah,
straight for
yeah.
it. Jesus. Like, dude, like oh
I know.
God.
I know. All right, you're gray. Go.
All right. Damn, you are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What's the chances of me Tatsy tasting those lips and sliding my hard dick inside you?
I know we can't say it.
I
know.
That went
went from
straight
one level to
from
another.
You're beautiful to
That was a whole other level I'm not used to.
I have a dick, by the way. Like, damn. All right, so I guess the guys are gray on this one, right?
Okay. All right. Ready?
The next one was in this fast-moving relationship.
Okay, fast-moving.
Wait, there's not a
It's
second
just the gray area.
Is that the
Yeah.
guy?
Go. Yeah.
The guy says, kissing your cheeks. I will be a proud fur baby daddy with you.
There's no reply because there's none needed.
This was after I told him I wanted a cat. It says it right there. This was after I told him I wanted a cat. I will be a proud fur baby dad.
Stop with the daddies. God.
Yeah, let me play it.
Spicy Bat Daddy.
You and
All
your
right,
damn
all right.
soundboard.
Next. All right, good.
All right, next one. Okay. This one's great. This nice insult. This is a nice insult.
The guy says, why are your photos so ugly? Not trying to be mean. I tried to ask nice.
And then the best part is because anybody who knows me knows I love SpongeBob. It's the SpongeBob
Yeah, show
meme.
him the reply.
Okay, hold on. Are y'all ready? See if I can get this up. This is the reply.
Put
Says,
full mask right here.
I will. Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction.
Can you guys see that? Look at that. Excuse me. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction.
It's a pretty decent SpongeBob. I gotta give him for that. Okay, I gotta give him that.
I never watched one episode.
We can no longer be friends. We can't be friends. I have it tattooed on me, man. Patrick.
What don't you have? I'm pretty sure. I'm like, did you watch that show Gargoyles? Oh yeah. Do we have any more?
Look at him trying to make fun of me.
Yeah,
He's
the
just
non-tattooed dude.
Yeah, he's
loser
just
over here.
jealous.
Was that the last one, or was that?
No. I think there should be. There's another one. Number 6. Go.
Number 6. Is that?
And this one with a silver lining. Go.
Even though you lost your youthful glow, I'm still interested.
What a fucking compliment.
Is that what she said?
No, it was just my answer.
Even though you've lost your youthful glow,
I'm still interested.
I'm still interested.
Yeah. I mean, it's heartfelt.
I wouldn't kick you out of bed.
Yeah. It's telling you the sacrifices that he would make to be there for you.
Yeah. This hurts me.
It hurts me to do this, but I'm so willing to do this for you.
Rachel says, "Damn, I'm glad I'm gay."
Me too, Rachel.
The lone wolf about me too. Nixon, like I said, could be my DMs. I'm gay too. All right, let's go to what's the next one here?
All right, number 7.
I'm gray, I guess. Okay.
Yes, go.
Hey, how's it going? I think the good thing about having sex with someone who has the same name as you is that we both yell out the same name.
I'm so dead at that one.
You couldn't date another Tabatha?
Fuck no. So that is actually a thing that I've had to like.
I think I've yelled my name out before.
Have you really? Like I'm
Yeah,
really.
I mean, she's telling me she's only saying the truth. Oh, Chris, and I'm like, yeah, Chris.
Yeah. No.
She's right.
First of all, a really long name. So no.
Oh, Tabatha.
I know it's too many syllables.
It's too many syllables.
Too many syllables.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hear Christopher.
I know. Yeah, it's too many syllables.
I mean, Bad Daddy. That works.
Stop with the Bad Daddy.
That works.
No, it doesn't.
I mean.
Oh my God! Here it goes. It's gonna happen over.
No.
and over again.
Actually, I was gonna push another one. Like, I guess to know what we're talking about, we gotta put the headphones.
Yeah,
on.
I know. I don't even hear it now.
I was.
Okay,
actually,
ready, go.
I thought it was gonna get bad, so I was gonna play. That's what I was gonna play the code red alarm.
So annoying. Anywho, yeah, no, like the idea of I don't even like saying my own name, so the idea of like it's
dating
weird.
a Tabatha would
it would just be way too much for me. I was like,
would irk you?
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I don't know how other and I have a not normal name, so not a lot of people have my name. So I kind of feel bad for
very
people.
1950s. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for a lot of people in my community who have a common name and they've like come across someone they may like who has their name, and I'm like, what do you do? Because it seems odd to me. I've not had that like situation, like Jen dating a Jen, like that's weird. I don't know.
That reminds me of another Seinfeld moment.
Oh my God, you love you some Seinfeld.
I think he was talking about being in a gay relationship. I think he said something like, I think one of the benefits of being in a gay relationship, if you date somebody your exact size, you instantly doubled your wardrobe.
Okay, well that is true. And
is that one of the selling points?
That is a very big positive. No lie. As someone who has a wife who's passed away, I have lots of clothes that are not just mine. And it is, I mean, granted, I also have 3 daughters, so there's a lot of female clothing in my house. My oldest daughter gets very annoyed because not only is she coming into my closet stealing my clothes, but I'm going into her stealing her clothes. So it is a nice plus. It is definitely a nice plus.
Yeah, I probably have to deal with the same thing too. Boys are different. Like, I don't think my sons would want my hand-me-downs or something like that. Like, I guess we're real like that. But I think my oldest is able to wear some of my extra mediums. Or something like
extra
that.
medium? Is that a size? Do they have extra mediums that no one told me?
That's my size, right? Well,
there's not larges. It's just extra medium.
Hey, I'm working out. I'm getting them gains. I'm gonna go from an extra medium to an extra medium.
Don't let him play like he hasn't been over there flexing and posting for his Facebook and Instagram.
Oh yeah. I'm not.
He's over there doing this
Someone's noticed.
shit. He's over there doing this like, hey, look at my muscles.
I was just reaching for something, and the camera went
Is
off.
it over there?
Yeah.
Or is it over there?
I was like, tonight on The Rundown, right here, we're going to talk about some entertainment news and some reviews.
Oh my goodness.
all this machismo is wasted on this one over here.
All right, I see
Could you imagine some guy like that hitting on you at the gym like that?
Oh, God.
Hey, I don't stop the workout until the blood vessels in my eyeballs pop. No agony, no bragging. Am I right? All right. What's the next topic that we have?
Next topic, which is you.
Yeah, Brody. If you don't know, so on TikTok, there's a TikToker named Brody Wildmaker. Mm-hmm. He's a funny dude. He makes all these TikToks. He's very famous for making these TikToks where he makes fun of his mother, or he does those cutoff.
So funny.
It's hilarious. Oh no, like that. All like one of his funniest ones was like him being a little kid at church, and the kid like my God, and like making that like you better start. Like jokes like that, like that.
That was great.
But like he makes those other TikToks where the image is cut in half, and like his top half is doing one thing, and the bottom half is like or scanning the groceries but he does a lot of those TikToks, and the way he'll look at the camera and he'll wink and stuff, like that's what he's famous for. Like my wife Joy, she loves his TikToks because he always looks at the camera and goes and winks and stuff when he's doing like I can't. It's hard to describe. Anyway.
I awkward wink, so that's not my thing.
So this TikToker, he rose to about like 25 million followers, and he did a project where he made a short film. And he even got another famous TikToker to help him make it. Another TikToker named Call Me Chris. And you would think between him and her, she has 40-something million followers. Mm-hmm. He has 20. Like, you know.
There would be enough clout.
Enough clout, enough translation to support. The problem is like he did not get the response to his short film that he wanted.
Okay.
And it seemed like and because of it, it hit him his mental health in a way. He said he was going to take some time off of social media. He talked about how these people who you think that your supporters or your friends are not really your friends, and people kind of thought that he was talking shit about the other TikToker because she didn't promote the movie that she was in that he produced as much as he was wanting her to promote it. Something like that.
Okay. And
I even I talked about this on my TikTok, and it's like look, dude, I feel what the problem really is. You're a TikToker, and on TikTok you make these funny videos, and you have 20-something million followers who are used to getting your 1 minute to 2 minute to 3 minute videos for free.
Correct.
And you know they subscribe to you for that. You make a short film, you put it on Patreon, and you think your 20 million followers are going to all pay
love it.
love it and pay $15 and support you. Hey, it was a good bet. You even got an even more famous TikToker to star in it. It seemed like that was a sure thing. It didn't work out for you.
So I think what my problem is him almost victimizing himself. Mm-hmm. It just was a business deal that went bad. Do you know how many movies flop?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people who are famous actors
who have
been working for years and it flops? I mean, I follow Dak Shepard and I'm an avid podcaster follower of his. Like, I love his armchair, and I've been watching him since his Punk'd days, like the original Punk'd. And as a director, he's had several flops. And that's somebody who's been in the industry for over 20 years. Someone who's been in the movie making industry for so long that he is a professional actor, and this is what he does. And now for someone who's a TikToker, great. Look, totally takes all the energy you can put into it, especially when you're working on that kind of level. Makes a movie, does this great thing, but then to sit there and go, oh, you thought your friends were your friends, and he just victimizes himself in this scenario, that's the part that bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, it flopped, man. Maybe it wasn't as good as you thought it was.
He talked about how he spent $40,000 to produce this short film.
That is a small amount of money.
I mean, maybe not to him. I'll be
I get it, but we're talking about the industry, not his personal preference. Yeah. We are talking about the industry.
Yeah. So,
that is a independent film budget.
Right. So so to be fair, like that's a lot of, it's obviously a lot of money for him and to a lot of people. All the right moving parts were there. Like you have an even more famous person starring in your movie, and you would think your star power, your TikTok star power, would probably translate to support. I did the math on this. Even if 1% of their followers were to pay for that, it would have been way more money than he put into it.
Maybe it just wasn't good.
Maybe. I'm more on the side of you put a short film on Patreon at the price of $15.
That does seem a little. I mean, it's
for the what in the movie industry. What can you pay for $15?
Like, what do you mean? Okay, give me
like
more
as a consumer. For $15, what can you?
I'm gonna get a full movie.
Exactly. It's exactly what I said. You can buy a movie ticket at an AMC
I'm gonna get a full
in an air
movie
conditioned with a screen as big as Texas, and watch a feature-length film for $15.
Absolutely,
And you may have money for popcorn.
Exactly, and I'm completely behind you on that. There's a lot of concepts with his expectations of what this movie was supposed to do.
ADXM is the name of the short film, by the way.
I think the expectations is where he screwed himself over.
He thought that his fan base would translate to.
Correct.
And like I said, I did the math. Even if like 1% or a percent would have paid for that price.
Now,
even if they would have paid $1, that's the part where I said this is where he screwed up.
That is exactly where
you charge $15 for a short film. There are short films that get nominated for Oscars that the directors and the creators of those short films put up on the internet for free.
Yes. That's the thing. Like, I mean, even at $1, that would have been
at a dollar would have made sense.
Yes.
And I guarantee, like, dude, like I said, he's a funny dude. I would have looked at that and I would have been like, I could spend $1 on that if you would have gotten 0.5% of your followers to spend $1. I think the math came up to like $50,000. You would have made a profit.
Yep, absolutely. It would have been a profit.
It would have been a profit.
Yes.
But when he made nowhere near the money that he wanted to make, or he assumed that he would have made. His original speech about it, like he's taking some time away from TikTok, like it's not worth his mental health. The people that you think are your friends are not your friends.
I just think his ego got in the way.
The second I heard that, I immediately thought, "Are you attacking? Call me Chris the Star. You're one of the stars of your movie." Because the rumor, the allegation is she didn't promote the movie at all. And
was that in her contract?
Exactly. I said that on TikTok. I said, in this business, it's not about what you deserve, it's what you negotiate.
Yeah, really is.
She's a professional.
Yes.
She knows if it wasn't in her contract, she's not gonna, she gets paid to advertise. She gets paid by sponsors. She gets paid. If you only paid her to star in the movie, she starred in the movie.
She did what her job was.
Exactly. You cannot blame her for you failing to. And I don't know the whole story. Maybe he did put it in her. Now, if it turns out that he did, then
that's different.
Then that's different. But if it was just a verbal agreement,
with the information that we're given, it seems like that he had an expectation that was not communicated. He did not pay for it, and that he wanted a result from, which he
didn't get.
It wasn't fair. That's not a fair.
Let me go into the comment sections real quick because they're like, I don't know why. Maybe there's some Brody fans who love the movie, but I didn't see. So they don't want to pay that as too high of a ticket. Yeah,
it really
that
is
comes from
too high of a ticket.
Rachel Warwick, one box of candy these days. Nixon B agreed, Ashley. $15 on Patreon.
I know, he should be making porn for $15.
And maybe he does have some patrons who are paying that much or more to be patrons to get certain explicit content. But you're not. But those are I'm pretty sure his core followers were already paying that amount or more. Were already there. But what I assume is that he thought that a percentage of his 20 million followers and her percentage of her 40-something million followers was going to translate to like $1 million for himself. Yeah. Because he seemed to take it really hard.
Personally.
He took it really badly.
He did. And honestly,
And as a creator, I know it feels bad when you're like, hey, mommy, did you like my picture?
I know.
No, son.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Don't
we're not
put it on the fridge.
we're not putting that one on the fridge. Yeah, no, and I get that personal aspect of it, but if you're going to be doing business, then you need to have a business head about this.
Yeah.
You
nut
need
up.
Yes, you need to nut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the concept of how he went about complaining about it is what really bothers me. He does not
and
need
I think
to be.
he made a follow-up TikTok afterwards saying maybe he wasn't that he wasn't attacking. But from that first one, that's what I took it, and I'm sure if I took it that way, a lot of people took it that way.
I think honestly, my personal opinion, he's just victimizing himself in this scenario, and it really.
I cannot believe you don't want to pay $15 for my 20-minute movie.
Yeah, that to me bothers me because you're not set up to be a part of this business and this industry if you can't handle failure. Yeah. Failure is how you learn. Failure is what you do to become successful. And if you can't handle your failure, then you're never going to be successful.
Yeah. And maybe that's why he's taking some time away to reassess. He's probably, hopefully, he's rechecking himself.
I would hope.
And I said it on my TikTok. This is a lesson to learn. I'll quote the famous and very wise Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's your lesson to learn. The world turns.
Yes.
Early bird gets the worm. What if it's rotten while you rushing for love and get burned?
Hey.
Look, Busy Bone, people. Look, I just was like, look, dude. And like I said, in this business, it's not what you deserve, it's what you negotiate.
Yep, and that is like the best line ever. I'm not even joking.
I made it up myself.
It is the best line for this industry.
Yeah.
It honestly can be applied to so much. It's such a
It's what you negotiate. I mean, there's a bunch of people who don't deserve the paychecks that they're getting, but they sat in that interview office was like, you need me, sir.
Yes.
And they got it.
They sold themselves. They sold what they could provide. And somebody believed it because they were so good at selling it. And that is what you need. You need to have that whenever you are trying to get the best for yourself. You have to be able to negotiate this stuff. And if you can't negotiate it, then maybe that's not your position to be in. Maybe you need to have someone else help you out with that scenario. You need to know, knowing your weaknesses and your strengths in a situation is going to be beneficial for you. Yeah. And if you can admit those weaknesses, this is not his strength. He obviously... He can't handle this.
The business side of it, maybe, or the market, or at the very least, the marketing side of it. He's promoting himself on TikTok. He was good at it. He's funny as hell. He's got 20 million followers. He's doing something right. He's got 20 million more than me.
But he needs to keep the personal aspect of how he feels out of this business aspect, and he's not being
Robert Meyer Burnett on another channel that I watch a lot. He says it all, and this is a quote from Jerry Maguire, I believe. It ain't show friends. It's show business.
Yes, it ain't show friends, it's show business. I remember that. Yeah.
If you did not put in, like you said, if you didn't put it in the contract that she needs to help promote the film, and that's a standard thing in Hollywood. You're getting paid to do these scenes. Yes. And you also included in this contract, you agree that you will market the movie before it comes out. That's a standard thing.
It should be a standard in any job. Any job that you have, you should know what your boundaries are for what your position holds. And if you can't work within those boundaries and understand what your job holds for you, then you're going to get taken advantage of, and you are going to technically fail at being successful because you do not know what your boundaries are. You do not know what your job is. So
I think somebody is like a little bit behind on our stream. Rachel Warwick says, "Hey, how does a lesbian hold her liquor? With her thighs? Is that the...
Oh my god! Because it's liquor."
I get jokes.
He gets jokes finally.
I get. You know what that joke reminds me of? It was a joke that I said to my ex-girlfriend. I call her my ex-girlfriend, but we only dated for like a week, and we knew each other in high school and stuff, and then we became friends afterwards. We were a couple for like a fraction of our knowing each other. But one day I was on the phone with her. And I heard a joke, and I couldn't wait to use it on somebody. And she was a perfect target. She said something to me, and I knew it was a lie. And I said, imagine, let's set the scenario up. Imagine you just said something to me. We're on the phone. You just said something to me, and I know it wasn't true. And go ahead, say something, and I know it wasn't true. Let me give you my response. Go ahead.
You're better than me.
Unlike your thighs, that statement doesn't retain water.
Yeah.
She didn't talk to me for a week after. She got so fucking mad. I loved it.
So mean.
But it was awesome. Let's that was Nixon B. Yes, bullseye. The lone wolf. Sometimes her ankles. Are we still talking about that joke? Rachel Warwick, you know it works for her liquor. Yeah, you got it. Pierre, 40K on a short film means an Oscar possibility. Look, if he would have submitted it to Sundance or something like that. I don't know. Let me pull it up again. I don't know what this movie. Let's go here to IMDb. Let's see what this movie's about here. A scientist researching if an AI can possess love discovers that with love comes trauma. It is starring Christina Collins. I guess that's Call Me Chris playing woman. We have Daniel Leyva playing Roy. We have Violet Sinclair, the waitress. We have Christopher Padilla, the mugger. Brody himself, the creator, playing Brock, and Evan Williams playing Adam. Directed by Jenna Davis. But Christina Collins, aka Call Me Chris, I'm like, she's like, let me pull her up here. If you don't know who Call Me Chris is, she is a very funny TikToker and YouTuber.
She's quite hilarious.
Very hilarious. And her characters are funny as fuck too. She made. I hope that there's rumors that there's a cartoon about all of her characters being made. I hope that's true.
I would love that.
All of her characters are funny.
I follow her. I think she's hilarious.
I follow her too. I think she's hilarious. Yeah. I could see y'all together. Y'all make a cute couple, man. I'd co-sign on that.
You're so silly.
I mean, I'm only visualizing stuff.
Oh my God. Typical guy.
But look, there's her with her gold plaque. That if you guys could hit the subscribe and like button, maybe you could see one of those for our channel. Jesus, a bunch of freeloaders. Hit the fucking subscribe. Fuck. But this is Call Me Chris is as I think is one of, if not the star of this short film, and it's like dude, I get it. Like you expected a certain turnaround, and it didn't happen for you.
Not every movie does well.
Not every movie it was. What was that movie? Players Club. Welcome to the stripping game, partner.
Yep.
It happens. But hey, let us know what you guys think. You guys still talking about liquor? I hardly know her.
It's another one.
There's another. I know that.
I told him the best lesbian joke earlier, and he did not get it.
I don't get lesbians. You guys are an enigma wrapped around a riddle.
I know.
Who
makes the sandwiches in a lesbian relationship?
Who?
Nobody, because they both eat out.
Cha. Let us know what you guys think about that whole Brody. Look it up, and TikTok is still going on. Let's move on to the
next topic.
What is the next topic of the week? Batgirl. So it came to. Did I not make a lower third for Batgirl? Yes, I did, but I think your name just blocked it.
My name's better.
Yeah, I'm contractually obligated to display her name. The Batgirl directors. If you guys don't know, so the Batgirl movie is not coming out.
Yeah, correct.
HBO Max
decided.
They decided that the movie didn't meet the standards that. Look, guys. For years, people have been, ever since Man of Steel, people have been pretty 50-50 on DC movies. Either they're the greatest or they're the worst. People are disappointed in the direction it's going. Why can't you get a Kevin Feige? There's been a lot of criticisms about DCEU. Now Discovery has set standards and are like, okay, we are going to take control and we are going to set a quality standard that you've been asking for. Now, the thing that I feel like Batgirl is suffering from is the fact that, okay, yes, we want you not to bring out sucky movies and mess it up, and we want you to compete with Marvel. But and I feel like maybe this movie was one of those movies that was probably maybe it was gonna suck, maybe it was not gonna suck that much. But if at the end of the day it didn't reach whatever these standards that the new powers that be want, that you guys say that you want, it didn't meet those standards. But without much marketing and whatnot, and even with the controversy about the fact that Barbara Gordon is being played by a dark Latino, African American or dark Latino woman, even it somehow captured the imagination, and people were like, "We want to see this movie."
Yeah,
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I wanted to
Brandon
see.
Fraser.
Like the whole concept of there being controversy about her being Batgirl,
that was really, but that died down faster than I expected.
Because it died down fast because it was
ridiculous in the first place.
Ridiculous and so.
But those assholes are gonna they're gonna hate what they're gonna hate. Like,
they are gonna hate what they're gonna hate.
Equals clicks,
But I was a little frustrated with not getting to see it. And we talked about that the last time.
Because somehow the movie crossed over from the I don't care if we see it or not to now I gotta see it.
I want to see it. I wanted to see what was going to happen.
Brandon Fraser. People want to see a return of Brandon Fraser's fame. People were when the second you said Michael Keaton, people were like,
I know. Everybody loves. I know. He's hitting his dog levels again.
That was it. When Michael Keaton was announced, people were like, I don't care if this is the worst movie ever made. I want to see it.
And it was very disappointing when that was taken away, and I get all that. Yeah. And I also get, like you had mentioned the last time we talked about this, was that
this is all Ezra's fault. No.
Was that, like, yes, we're needing to meet these standards that match Marvel. We're needing to meet these ideas that match Marvel, and they're trying to create that dynamic that fits into that same sort of build that Marvel has made so successful. And I get that maybe the powers that be did not think that it met those standards.
For all we know, this could have been another like Catwoman movie, and we all know how that was received.
I really liked Catwoman.
But compared to other movies, it didn't. It wasn't that great, and people bashed it a lot.
They really did.
And whatnot. So I mean, I feel like Man of Steel is a masterpiece, but even that movie's 50-50 split.
Correct.
People either really love it or really hate it.
Correct.
So I feel like the Warner Brothers Discovery, Zaslav, what's his name, Zaslav? I feel like he is like, okay, we're taking control, and we're not going to put out anything that we feel doesn't reach the standards that you seem to want to elevate the brand to.
Well, they're listening to all these people bitching, and then.
But it's like, which means us fans are schizophrenic.
I know.
It's like we demand great quality, but Michael Keaton's in it.
I know.
I don't care if it sucks. I need to see it. No, you are. The first thing you said was you demand great quality.
And
so that's
what they're trying to do.
That's what's going to trump everything else.
I can get completely behind this concept. I really can, and I completely understand wanting to see it because I too want to see it.
So what came out later on was that the director, I'll try to
pull it up.
I'll pull it up. The Batgirl directors were locked out of their movie. I heard a rumor that, let me see if I can pull it up here. I heard a rumor that when the word was getting around that, because they heard that their movie wasn't coming out. These are the directors, that their movie wasn't coming out, like as we all heard about online.
Same time.
We all heard it at the same time, and I heard that one of the directors was called by a friend or something like that, and was like, because directors have access to, like, everything is digital nowadays. So you finish your project, you send it to the editor, and maybe you have online access to your film to go back in and go look at some stuff or change some things up. I heard that one of the directors was called, and the friend was like, dude, Warner Brothers is canceling this movie. Go in there, get your phone, record it before they shut it down. And the director was allegedly going to do that. And by the time he logged on,
it was
Warner Brothers already took his access.
They were like,
way no, this is shut down.
That. Yeah.
Change the password. Yeah. This movie is not coming out.
They didn't even before they even acknowledged they made the decision that they weren't going to release this.
They changed that password.
They had changed that and not allowed them to go in.
The locks were changed. Yeah. You can't get it. Can I get my suitcase inside? Look, they were like, look, you already were paid. Yeah. Like, this is our movie. It's like when you hire a painter to paint your house.
Mm-hmm.
They might have an artistic thing that they want to do to your house, but it's your house. I want it blue.
Correct.
Give me blue. You didn't give me blue, so now I don't want this to come out. So that's the situation that we're like, leave the directors alone. Like, this is not good for the actors. But at the end of the day, it belongs to Warner Bros.
Absolutely. And it's just business at that point. It's just
not show friends. It's show.
You do it. I can't.
It's show lesbians. No. But it's show les business. There we go. There we go. Hey. I'm trying to go back to the comments. I missed a few things. Rachel Warwick said, a man commanding lesbians to do something never works.
That is a very true statement.
Dixon B, you can only tell me what to do in the bedroom.
Okay.
Pierre, what's up, Pierre? How you doing? Pierre, Batgirl should have needed a new director. But Pierre, what you're not remembering is that they gave them a specific HBO Max budget, $90 million. That was it. They weren't going to get any more money.
Yeah.
Hiring a new director means you're going to have to spend some more money.
Yeah.
They weren't giving them any more money. No more reshoots, no more new director, unlike The Flash that was announced like 10 years ago that's gone through 20,000 directors. It's a $300 million budget. They got to get that money back. And I've heard that the rumors are that the movie's real good. So
really?
Yeah, that all the testing screen. People,
really?
Everybody who said that, like critics and
I'm actually surprised.
In-house people alike, they have all said this because they're looking for an excuse to why. Okay, maybe you should recast or shut this movie down. But everybody who has said that they've seen it was like, despite all the shit that Israel is doing,
I'm really surprised.
The movie's fucking good.
Like, genuinely surprised.
Which is the only reason that I can understand why they've been giving him unlimited chances.
Yeah, because it has been unlimited, for sure.
You both make valid points. A show les business. Hey, did I create a new sound?
Hell yeah.
It's not show friends. It's show
les business.
show les business. I like that. Okay, hashtag show les business. I like that. Let's see. Rachel Warwick. What's a lesbian's favorite language?
Oh, what?
We're waiting for the answer.
I know. Hurry up, Rach.
Pierre Kelly says $90 million down the drain, left them depressed thanks to the HBO Max / Discovery, plus the merger. And another thing about that merger thing, a lot of people were getting upset about how a lot of people lost their jobs. That's what happens in a merger. If Discovery was to buy T3 Media's network, and
I wouldn't have a job.
And there was there was only one person, and they had their own Tabatha co-host.
I would not have a job.
Exactly. They would not have a job. Like we can't have two Tabathas.
I mean,
I wouldn't be upset with that.
Two Tabathas are better than one.
Two Tabathas are better than one. But the new owners, Warner Discovery, that's what happens in all mergers. Let's see, Rachel. Let's see if she. Rachel, you still haven't told us the joke. What's the joke? What's a lesbian's favorite language? Rachel, we're still waiting. We're all waiting.
Waiting.
Nixon B answered Gaelic.
Okay, that was good.
I should have known that one.
That was good.
I should have known that one. I heard that my last name, Fagan, is Gaelic. I looked it up on the Ancestry website. I heard that it's a Gaelic last name.
I have no idea.
I also heard that Fagan is pronounced Fagan. My name is Christopher Fagan, but I heard that it's properly pronounced Fagan.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of fancy last name.
I've only heard one person in my life say Fagan instead of Fagan. It was when I played chess.
Sounds like you're saying fuck on.
Maybe I am. It's less business. Look. But I was playing chess. I was at a chess tournament, and then the announcer they called me to the table.
Wait. Let's go back. Mm-hmm. Did you just say you were playing at a what?
Chess.
A chess tournament?
I am a chess champion.
Okay. How have you not told me this?
Because you were afraid to find out that I would defeat you at any.
Oh, you would totally defeat me at chess.
Oh yeah, I'm a state champion.
Totally.
I am awesome. Not only as my wife would tell you that I'm amazing in bed, but I'm great at chess. Right, Joy?
I'm dying.
All right.
Say anything.
Let's see. I don't know. We triggered the chat room. Rachel, I know these. Rachel, I know. Nixon B says, Rachel, I know these two homies. Rachel Ward. Damn, Nixon, LOL. Because she got,
she got the
it
answer.
right. Rachel, I know these two homies. Nixon B, Gaelic. Yeah.
Yep.
Nixon B, I post lesbian dad jokes on my TikTok. So I'm about to follow. Everybody follow Nixon B. Whatever your TikTok is, or find us on TikTok at my TikTok is T3 Medias, and yours you want to.
I don't even know what the name of my.
I think it's.
What is my TikTok name?
It's Les Business.
Oh, it's like Les Have Fun.
Les Have Fun.
012.
Find our TikToks. I think, or find our Instagrams. It might be easier.
Yeah.
Let us know what your TikTok is. I'll follow you because I'm all about lesbian TikTok.
He is. Well, I make him all about lesbian TikTok, which is great.
Right.
I'm like, have you heard about what's happening in lesbian TikTok today?
No. I wasn't invited to the cookout.
No, he wasn't. But I keep trying to invite him. So.
Moving on to the. So let us know what you guys think about that whole thing with Batgirl. That's just something that went on. What is the next topic of the week?
Oh, next topic. Jeffrey Dean. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
If you don't know who Jeffrey Dean Morgan is, you do not
sexy
watch
beast.
Walking Dead.
I've not watched Walking Dead.
I haven't finished Walking
But
Dead. I gave up on Walking
Yeah,
Dead. But
I
I'm gonna come
don't.
back.
I don't do scary because
You don't like scary movies?
I am a 5-year-old when it comes to scary things. I can't, one, watch scary movies by myself. Mm-hmm. 2, I am like a 5-year-old. I have nightmares, like literal like night terrors.
Okay.
I'm ridiculous. I'm ridiculous, and it's. I hate it, but it is what it is.
Let's give you a pass.
I know. I need a little grace. But yeah, so I don't do a lot of like scary things, and then I started trying to watch.
Put your headphones on.
Oh, God.
Talk about that. What did you say? What was this? You're afraid of what?
Scary things. This soundboard's gonna be a thing.
I love that. I just want you to hear it because I don't want them to have all the fun.
So, okay, I have a ton forgotten what I was saying.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I don't remember. So I started watching Walking Dead, and I got so frustrated with like certain things that they did in the show, like killed.
It felt like it was dragging.
Like killed the animal that was going to provide food for you, and like just a bunch of stupid choices.
Well, there's a water shortage.
A bunch of stupid choices, and I didn't like it. And as someone who is prepared for the zombie apocalypse,
zombies aren't real. I have a theory about zombies. Look, if let's say there was a virus that made the dead body reanimate. Wait a week. Wait a week.
We are still fighting COVID. This is not an accurate statement.
I'm sorry. Did rigor mortis stop being a thing? Wait a week. All those zombies that are walking around in a day or two will be like sitting on the road.
But that's the thing. Rigor mortis doesn't apply to a virus that animates your body.
Yeah, death does. If your heart stops beating, rigor mortis sets in.
First of all, this is someone who also loves Batman, who also loves every freaking
Speaking
DC.
about someone who would survive the zombie apocalypse, Batman would totally survive the zombie apocalypse. Am I wrong? Come on. Every doctor tells us to say,
you do not get to apply magic and moviness and things that don't exist to DC movies and then not apply it to a zombie movie.
No, that's a DC universe. You're talking about if the zombie apocalypse happened in our reality.
DC technically is a reality within itself. It is based off of a human reality that they created.
In the DC universe, zombies could plague the world. In our reality, the sun would be the biggest predator against the zombies. Wait a week. Once their muscles deteriorate, they won't be able to move their bones anymore.
You don't get to pick and choose when you want to apply things that don't exist. You're not applying science to Marvel or DC. So why in the world would you not?
That's Marvel. I'm talking about our universe. Iron Man could not exist in our universe.
Yes. actually, technically, he could, with the way science technology is going, it could happen.
Going?
Yeah, well, it's kind of there, but going there. Like, we're getting pretty advanced. That shit could happen. And two.
She's like have you ever seen the Jackie Chan Adventures, that cartoon? Remember that cartoon? I love that. The uncle would always say, one more thing. I thought that's what I felt like you were about to say. One more thing.
You are picking and choosing when you can apply magic.
Yeah, in the DC universe, not in our universe.
A movie. That makes no sense.
You're like one of those Dexter fans. They'd be like, well, he only kills the good people. No, you call the cops. I wouldn't support Dexter.
I am a huge Dexter fan.
That's why I brought it up, because I could tell. She'd be all like, oh,
yeah.
You're only
kill them bitches.
You're only killing the bad people? Yeah.
He does research. He stalks. He applies that research. Kill them bitches.
And then he killed somebody that was innocent in one episode.
Do you know
and
how
he felt bad about it.
He did. He had remorse.
That doesn't mean that he shouldn't have turned himself. He technically, by his own rules, should have turned himself in.
But I am all about an anti-hero. I love me an anti-hero. Love it.
Well, speaking of an anti-hero, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be in season 4 of The Boys. We already have. You don't watch The Boys.
I have not watched The Boys. I've been meaning
it's
to watch The
Boys. You should watch.
I know. I need to watch it.
The reason why this is a big deal, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan was in a show called Supernatural. I didn't watch Supernatural.
I loved Supernatural, but I didn't watch it.
He played their father.
Yes,
right?
but yes, but I watched like the first 3 seasons.
Okay.
Because it went for a while.
Well, one of the actors in Supernatural is in season 3 of The Boys. He's playing a Captain America-ish type of character called forgot his character name. What's his name? I forgot his character's name, but he's playing like a Captain America-ish type of character.
Yeah.
And people were wondering, because the same producers of The Boys is also the same producer of that show, and they were like, "Oh, you got him. Well, could you get or more people from Supernatural?" And now Jeffrey Dean Morgan,
and he's a sexy beast. So
my wife loves him too, but from Grey's Anatomy, Jesus,
he was great in Grey's Anatomy.
Oh God, he was great in Batman as Thomas Wayne. That was awesome.
You and your Batman.
Oh, where's my soundboard? There we
go.
There we go.
Spicy Bat Daddy.
God,
Spicy Bad Daddy.
Freaking Bad Daddy.
Bad Daddy.
You're so ridiculous.
Shout out to Sarah Captain the Red.
You're
all right,
so ridiculous.
But I'm looking. You should catch up to The Boys.
I do need to catch up on The Boys. I've definitely been meaning to watch it, and I need to watch it, and I just haven't yet.
Let's see what the chats are going crazy. Rachel, I meant let me go back a little further. Rachel, we met through Mixon. I think there's a conversation going on between everybody else.
They're like, screw
I know,
y'all,
homie.
I'm
Nixon
talking.
B. Technically, Iron Man is Elon Musk in our universe.
Ooh.
Is he though?
Oh, look at her bringing some facts.
Elon Musk. Rachel Warwick, I meant he needs to follow me first. If you're talking about, I'm going to follow you.
Yeah,
hit us up. Tell us where to follow you at. We'll follow you. Rachel Warwick, very good point, Tab. You don't even remember what you said to make her say that. But you're just willing to take a compliment. Nixon B, The Boys season 4 is looking to be good already, mainly focused on Homelander's son. Okay, yeah. You wouldn't get that.
I don't know what that's about, but yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be, it's very.
I do want to watch it. It's a show I've been wanting to watch.
This is how it was The Boys was described to me. And I think this was also implied to, from HBO Max. Brandon Fraser's in. What's the show? What's that TV show that he's in? Brandon Fraser. It's not Titans, but there's another show. Guys in the chat room, what's the show on HBO Max that Brandon Fraser is in? And this was described on what what's that show called? Oh shit!
I know, we're like sitting here like brain farting on it too.
Brandon Fraser, HBO Max. What's that show called? Doom Patrol.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
This is how Doom Patrol and what I would apply also to The Boys was described. Imagine a house that was built by Shakespeare, but the interior decoration was done by Kevin Smith. How smart and crazy these
I was
shows
like,
are.
hold on, my brain needs a minute.
Yeah. A house built by Shakespeare, but designed but decorated by Kevin Smith. Imagine
First
this
of all, it's
house.
gonna have a lot of fucking jerseys in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Big jerseys.
Big ass jerseys up in there.
Huge jerseys. Have you asshole looked out by a fat man in a trench coat? No, that's what that Jay said. But yeah, that's what The Boys is like.
Okay.
Imagine like superheroes in their true light. The grift of heroes, they aren't always good. Nixon B.
Yeah.
Said.
No.
Nixon B says Jensen Eccles was a great addition. Even every time they add to the cast, it's always good. Talking about The Boys. Yeah. Every time they add to the cast, it's a series that you would love. But
I'm really excited
Jeffrey
to watch
Dean
it. I just haven't
Morgan,
watched it yet.
she's got to binge it. Maybe we can get her to do a first time watching.
Yeah,
On the channel.
absolutely.
Let's do that.
I'll do it.
All right. What's the
Next topic? She-Hulk.
She-Hulk talk.
Yes.
Did you catch up to it yet?
I did.
You watched it on the way over here,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I did.
I was wondering because you didn't bring it up when you got here. I was like, did she watch it?
Oh, I totally watched it.
So it was short. It felt short.
It was a very short
episode. I would say right off the bat, it wasn't as good as the first one, but
I
it
think
was
they're
good.
leading things. They're creating like almost like the
Spoilers
foundation.
if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, they're creating foundations for the storyline. I really first of all, the actress that is, of course, playing She-Hulk, I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
Love her. She's phenomenal.
I like her playful nature. I like the way she.
Have you ever watched any of the other shows she's
Something Black or something like
the
that?
Black Orphan, or is it
Black Orphan or
Black
something like
Orphan?
that? Yeah, I haven't. But
Okay.
I heard people raving about it
If you
while
have
the
not
show was
watched-
going on, and then when she was rumored to be She-Hulk, people were saying that
Yes.
that her being
She
is a perfect casting.
Yes.
I'm always hearing great
Her-
things about
she is-
her, and I see it.
Yeah,
I see it.
she's a lister for me.
She won me over in episode 1 of She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
On that moment when her and Bruce were eating Cheetos. And they did that little cheers thing, and when he dropped his Cheeto, obviously this is an ad lib, but when he dropped his Cheeto, he was like, "Oh," and she went, "Haha." I don't know why, little things like that win me over.
Yeah.
She just laughed. She just ad libbed it. "Haha, you lost your Cheeto." Like I don't know why that won me over.
Yeah.
I could tell like she's a lot of fun to be around.
And she's very good at creating these dynamic characters. I mean, in the other show, she played like 17 different characters and had all these unique personalities, and she did them without she's the same freaking looks, but she made these characters stand out.
Yeah.
She has this ability to act through this personality and present this personality, and she's so good at it. And it just, I'm so excited to see her she has a great comedy timing.
Yes, she does.
She has a really, really good ability to captivate you with what the characters that she's doing, and I'm really excited to kind of see how she takes hold of this storyline and where she takes it. I love her. I'm really excited. I think the show's been really funny. I love how they're playing off the Hulk and the She-Hulk, and how like in the second episode where she's calling him, talking to him.
Yeah, it's spoilers, guys, if you haven't seen it.
So if you haven't seen it, but she's calling in and talking to him about, she wants to take this job and what the job entails, and
she's been hired by her firm to try to free the person who tried to kill her cousin, Abomination.
Abomination tried to kill her, the Hulk, and so she calls him to convince herself that it's okay.
I like the way Bruce called her out. Like, you've already decided that you're gonna do it. You just want me to say.
And she's like, yeah. And he's like, all of a sudden, he's like, well, that's fine. I'm doing this thing, and he's in the spaceship going off.
Going
and she's
out
like,
of
well, I
space.
guess the conversation's over.
Yeah, this call has been dropped because Hulk went to warp drive.
Yeah, it was great. I love that blend of those storylines, and I like those little nuggets. And I think it's being done really well.
I like that it was revealed that the law firm that she eventually works for, for the superhero division, where you're gonna defend all these superpowered people, was the same firm that she was fighting against in episode 1. Okay. And he blacklisted her.
Yes.
Caused her to not be,
because he wanted to hire her for this specific thing and force her into this role.
Yeah. The fact that she got fired from her firm made no sense to me.
Okay, so
I understood
that
the conflict of interest of the case that she was on made sense.
So it was
but
not
in future
liability. it was liability for the future. So the firm was looking at, okay, well, if you're going to be the DA, if you're going to be creating these situations.
Was it because they were defending people who were probably victimized by supers and stuff? That was
that
probably the liability?
victimized or that knew her. There was a lot of, because once you are a known superhero, you have this fame, or what jury could you be in front of without having this clout?
Yeah.
And as a DA, you don't get to have that bias, like that's not something that...
So being in another firm where they have this law division where they only do these specific cases makes sense more for her.
Correct.
Because it, in a way, being a superpower person could also perjure could make the jury turn against her. It's like, you're only defending that person because they're a superhero just like you are. Or
and
something
so it doesn't give her that leg up.
It doesn't give her a leg up, so it makes sense. But her firm, I'm sure that when she got hired to the new firm, I'm sure her old firm was like, shit, why didn't we think of that?
So here's the thing that I thought that was done really, the show's putting some really smart nuggets in there, and I really like it.
You love nuggets.
I do love my nuggets. Like some little some golden nuggets, as we're gonna call them, in the sense of my feminism, where she talks a lot about what she has to struggle through, or how she has to control her anger because of all these things that she's having to go through, which, she's great at controlling her anger because of all the crap that's being displayed to her as a female within these male-dominated industries. And then she now is forced into a position for a law firm where it's almost like a prejudice of her being a superhero and her only having this position because she's a superhero.
I thought that was brilliant in episode 1 she mentioned, like, I want to go back to my normal life. I don't want to, because as a woman, she don't want to be treated differently or better or worse because she's a woman. And I mentioned this on TikTok, and now you're a person of color. So now, the moment she walks into her new firm, she's like, because she said that in the first episode, I want to be a DA, or I have all these aspirations and I want to make it under my own steam. And I want to make it because I earned it. And that was her path. But she was specifically only hired because she was a super, and she hated that. The moment where she walked through the door and he was like, you need to
hold up.
That was almost the equivalent of, why don't you hike that dress up a little bit?
Yes, and I thought that they were doing...
You put some makeup on before we do the rundown on the show. Why don't you put a little lipstick on?
I mean, you did complain about my hair.
Yeah. Well, why don't you smile more, Tab? Like, that's what it felt like.
Yes.
Like, it's like, come on, we're about to walk down the hall, hulk up, and that look on her face, like, is this fucker for real?
It was this really, really well done way of creating things that women do go through every day in a real life in this superhero way. And I love that little nugget. I love that it was setting that up.
Love your nuggets.
I do. I love my nuggets.
I made a joke about that on TikTok. There was one scene when she was walking down the hall. There was this older white guy that had this look like this. Oh my God! Look, I freeze framed that on TikTok, and I was like, look at this guy right here. You could tell. Look by the look on his face. He was like, oh. First the black ones, and now the green ones.
Now the green ones are coming in.
And then I was like, I was being harsh. That's probably not what he was really thinking. What he was really thinking was like, he was looking at her like, Bob, can she be my assistant? That's what I was really. That was probably what he was really thinking.
Most men are very intimidated by strength and power of women. So. His wife is quite powerful. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I thought, the moment in the bar where that douchebag friend that was all like, pretty much was like calling her pretty much an affirmative action pick, like, you're only getting all this fame and you're super now. Like, he was like really heavy with this douchiness.
Yes, but that's honestly reality.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just presenting all these obstacles, these real obstacles.
I can hear everybody online right now. Not everybody that's watching right now. You guys are great. Our audience is great. But other people that's probably gonna watch this later, everything that you say, they're like, woke.
Whatever.
What does that even mean nowadays?
Yeah, it's something I've personally lived through as somebody a female business owner, and like in a very male dominated industry, that it's something that you really have to struggle with or go through. And people telling me that because my dad's in the same industry that, I'm in this because of this, I'm getting this. No, I've had to purchase my business. I went away and did my own stuff for a while.
You're not like Lena Wilson at the New York Times.
No, not at all.
That's called a callback.
Yeah, I literally had to prove my position and do what I am doing. I got my dad's experience as knowledge for myself, which was great. Yeah. Absolutely. But by no means was it nepotism. It was not given to me.
Right. And that's that's cool. I don't ever blame people for obviously if your parents are into an industry or a business, the chances are they're going to try to get their kids involved in stuff too.
He just wanted to retire.
Yeah. it's when those assholes who think that they are like the best thing on the planet because like dude, you had a fucking head start. Or I tell those people all the time that act like that. Like as if they didn't get a damn head start in life. Like, dude, like don't act like you're the shit when you can anybody can easily pick it apart. But people who want to make it under their own steam and whatnot, that's admirable. And to go back to She-Hulk, that's exactly how she was. Like, I have a famous cousin. He's a genius. He's a scientist genius. Yep. Who can do all this crazy stuff. And now he's an Avenger and stuff like that. Wow, one of the things I loved about She-Hulk is like her family kind of reminded me about like how Ms. Marvel's family dynamic is. Like they're not perfect and all that. They're fun, but they support her.
Yes.
They obviously they get on her nerves a little bit, but they love
normal family.
When her dad pulled her to the side because he could tell that she was like not feeling the vibe.
Like, that was just an excuse. I'm just checking on you.
How are you? I was like, the second he said that, I was like, I love him.
Yes.
I liked
that.
How are you?
It was normalcy. It was a kind of a dash of normalcy within all this extravaganza that is, the Hulk and these heroes that you are presented with through all this stuff. Yeah. And I liked that little bit of normalcy relationship with that. It was nice.
And another thing before we move on to the last topic, Abomination. So the whole thing about like what I was talking about, the judgment of characters, are the real. Now, I admitted that there are certain characters who I can see like Killmonger, for example. I'm like, got some good points. Now I can see it from his side. My mother does not want to watch any more Marvel movies because Michael B. Jordan is dead.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's like I was like, Mom, he was talking about genocide. I don't care. That's Michael B. Jordan. Like she loved so she was so upset. I like certain characters like that, you can sympathize. You can see Magneto. Yeah, you can see it. You can understand why.
Well, you can see where he was led to be
where he's at.
This person.
But I never felt that way for Abomination.
Well,
I never until this episode.
Yeah, and
but
I was
when
like,
he laid it out, I was like,
okay. I was like, he's making some good points.
We as the audience saw his little smirks and his little we saw that. But the rest of the world that not in the MCU did not.
No.
So we know what his real motivations were. But to be fair to him.
To be fair to the facts, because the facts are the facts.
He was a soldier doing what he was ordered to do. He was giving a super serum that turned him into a freaking monster.
Yes.
I would probably be pissed too if I felt like I was stuck that way.
And he was told to do this task.
Yeah.
He was told to
He was told that the Hulk was the
bad
villain,
guy.
And that he was one of the only people that could stop him.
Yes, and so...
And then you see him become an Avenger.
Yeah.
He's getting all... Meanwhile, you're asking for your next bowl of porridge.
Yeah, and so it was really like... It was well done in creating a redeemable quality for someone. So you're now confused on whether you should dislike this person or like this person, I like that.
I want to feel like it's not BS, like it's because of what we saw in Shang-Chi. If he was really bad, I mean, I understand, but he probably can't beat the Sorcerer Supreme in a fight for real.
No.
And maybe he knows that. But that was why we were all so confused.
Yes.
Why is he working with the Sorcerer Supreme in that scene? But now it's all made it all made sense. And like he broke, I don't know, for whatever reason he broke him out of jail.
He broke out of jail, and she was like,
shit. Like, we got to deal with that now.
Now this is a thing.
Now he has to explain why they did that and all that stuff. So there's a whole other things going on with Abomination.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't acting up or tried to escape, then maybe he has redeemed.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a master plan. My money is on the boss, the law firm boss. I think he's.
You think it's him?
I think he's the villain.
Well, he's a lawyer, so he seems very non-emotional in his decision making. But yes, like exactly. So we'll see how that goes. I'm intrigued. I like it.
And okay, so that's all our thoughts for She-Hulk. Episode 2. Hopefully every week we'll be bringing
last topic coming up.
Last topic. What did you send me a link or did I look up? Oh no, I have it.
You have it.
The last topic is on yesterday's episode of the Rundown. I censored it, but today we're going straight off.
Do it.
Fuck, Marry, Kill. Like yesterday was Bang, Marry, Kill. So.
It's because I curse all the time. Can't help
like it. Like you wouldn't believe.
It's so bad.
I found a website for all this. This is gonna be great. So we're gonna play. Wrong.
Fuck, Marry, Kill.
And on this website you can
You almost did. I was like, what are we doing?
You can put it as Kiss, Marry, Kill, Bang, Marry, Kill, but this
fuck,
one right here was like
Marry,
fuck
Kill.
that. Fuck, Marry, Kill. So all right, so and let me open up 2 windows because what I learned in yesterday's episode, I need to have 2 windows open up. One for me, one for you.
Oh.
There we go.
Why?
So,
We both like women.
You don't know my life. But there's other categories. There's celebs, there's anime, there's TV and movies.
I'm weird about
cartoons.
don't give me anime. I'm weird about anime and cartoons. I don't want to sexualize those 2 things.
So do you want it for today? You want to keep on doing celebs? We're keeping it on celebs. For females, and we're both on the same. There's males, females, and both.
I mean, we can do both. If you're feeling your masculine side.
Hey, let's.
I mean, you got it again. I don't know your life.
No. But let's how to play Fuck, Marry, Kill. All right,
let's do
it.
We
all know how to play it. Let's
play
the game. All right,
let's play.
This is your category, so let's play the game. Here we go. For you, for Tabatha, Marry, Kill. We have Kim Kardashian.
Ugh. Okay. Kim Kardashian.
All Jenners and Kardashian. Okay. Wow, they did that on purpose.
Okay, so Kim.
Kyler, Kendall,
gonna kill. Kim. I would probably.
Wait, who are you killing?
Kim.
You're killing Kim.
Killing Kim. She's smart. She's a lovely woman, but
did she ruin Pete for you? No.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little. I would probably marry Kendall, and then just fuck Kylie.
Okay. I see that. Boom. That's why I did too, because they do results. So I was on board with you for 42% would fuck. That's what you say. What did you say?
I said I would fuck Kylie.
Kylie. So that's Kylie.
Yeah. So she's the fucker.
You got that one right. You said 50% was with you.
Yeah, marry.
And 42%
would kill Kim.
All right. Let's go. Let's move on. All right, my turn. Here we go. Spin the wheel. All right.
Oh.
I got this. I got Elizabeth Olsen yesterday. Hey, babe, I got Elizabeth Olsen again. All right.
Oh, Lord. The eyebrows came out.
Okay.
What do you do?
Joey already knows. Joey could probably come over here and pick this one for me. We already know who I'm picking. And guys, put in the comment section give us some Fuck, Marry, Kill suggestions in there for us to run through. Marry Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay,
you're I'm sure marry? Sex is implied in that.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, that's great. Yeah.
I never was a fan of Selena Gomez.
Oh, you're gonna kill her.
I am gonna kill her. But ever since Only Murders in the Building, I've come to appreciate and respect.
Yeah.
If anybody else but Amanda Seyfried was in here, I probably would have had her.
I mean, she can predict the weather, so.
I definitely. Now, if anybody else but Elizabeth Olsen was in there, I probably would have had marry Amanda Stein. So I'm telling you that. But there's no way in the world Selena would survive in this one. So, wow, it was almost even with.
Oh my goodness.
36% Elizabeth, 29% Amanda, 36. Selena tied with Elizabeth? No.
Yeah, she is.
Majority would marry Elizabeth Olsen, and the majority would kill
Amanda.
Amanda. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That's bad.
Okay.
Nixon B was like agreed tabs. Amanda says I agree with Tabatha. Nixon B, damn. Rachel Warwick, not him saying puss.
I got the eyebrows.
You like that?
All right, what you got?
Next up, Camilla Cabello,
Yeah.
Emma Watson,
Okay.
Selena Gomez.
Okay, so I'm gonna marry Emma.
Marry Emma. All right.
I'm gonna.
Dirty little muggle.
I know. I like a good accent. Shit. Oh.
She has an accent.
I know. But I think I'm going to kill Camilla and fuck Selena. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
She's smiling at you too. She was like, yeah, you are. And the results,
Mary kill. Wow, I am off the norm.
Wow, she won marry and fuck.
Yeah, I know. I mean.
And who won? Emma won kill.
Kill.
Emma
One
won
kill.
kill. That's interesting. All right, let's go to mine.
All right, do it. Oh, okay.
Easy. Marry Linda.
Really?
Fuck Rooney and kill
Lady Gaga? Whew.
Oh, I think I got them all 100% right? Isn't that?
That is
100%. I have never seen these results.
Holy shit, man.
I like Lady Gaga.
I do too.
Not more than.
I think I would fuck her though over.
You recognize Rooney Mara?
Well, yeah, she's been in a lot. But I still think I would fuck Lady Gaga. It's Lady Gaga.
Dragon tattoo.
Yeah, I know, but it's Lady Gaga, and that bitch is crazy. I think I would fuck her.
I need peace in my life. All right.
Okay. Oh Jesus. Oh,
here we go.
Okay.
Victoria Justice. Yesterday, there was a political pick on yesterday's one too. It was Donald Trump's wife.
Oh.
Was in yesterday. I skipped because I didn't want to be accused of. Because I
technically-
didn't want to be put on an FBI list.
Yeah, technically she is a celebrity before she's a politically driven person.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did see her boobs.
Okay,
But
so
anyway.
yeah, so totally marry Jennifer Lawrence. Love her. Think she's hilarious.
I killed Jennifer Lawrence.
I'd marry her.
You married Jennifer Lawrence. Okay. She's funny. She's funny.
I would definitely fuck Victoria and then kill.
Fuck Victoria.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
kill,
Only because there's too many politics out in the world right now. I'm done with it.
No more politicians.
Yeah.
86% people would kill
her. Yeah.
Like I get up. I'll tell you.
I love her actually.
I'll tell you guys one thing. All you guys want to kill her. I'll tell you one thing. If a certain other politician gets reelected, she's your next president afterwards.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. The people will swing so far to make this a political show.
Yeah.
Trust, I guarantee it.
I don't actually have a problem with her, but out of those three, that's how I would do it. You clicked
political
mine.
figure.
Oh God, but it's Michelle Obama. But see, Kate Beckinsale, she is class act for me. That is a Mary.
Yeah.
I have been obsessed with her for forever.
Definitely marrying that.
Oh, she's a Mary. What you got?
Only because I don't want to be put on a list, I'm gonna go that. And I'm gonna just click it and let you guys see it. I'm not gonna say it out loud because I don't want the algorithm to hear me say that or hear me say this to that actress. So I'm just gonna do that. That's all I'm gonna.
But look, it's fairly accurate. I would totally fuck Michelle Obama. There's nothing I'd be scared about that one. But you did.
It would be too much of a workout, though. I feel like I'll be out of breath.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Come on, 5 more rounds. I ain't got 5 more in me.
Hey, hell, lesbian sex goes forever, so.
I wouldn't know. There we go. Kate Winslet, 2-time Oscar winner.
I know.
Naomi Watts.
God, this one's hard for me.
And Eva Mendes.
Oh my God. Okay.
But before we run out too much time, because we're already at 2 hours 30 minutes. How many more of these do you want to do before we?
Okay, I'll do this. Can be the last one.
Okay.
Ooh, marry Kate Winslet, fuck Eva, and kill Naomi. And I can't believe I'm killing Naomi, but
Killing
Naomi. God, I know.
Kill. Oh wow, you were off on this one. They
I love her.
People want to kill her.
I love
Kate.
her.
Marry
Naomi. I know. That was hard. That was really hard for me. That was really hard for me, man.
And for my last one, here we go.
Do it. Oh, damn. You got a lesbian up in there.
Who, Sandra?
Uh-huh.
This is an easy one for me.
What's it gonna be?
All day, they're marrying Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay.
All fucking day.
Okay.
Fuck Sandra Oh. And I know Naomi is crazy.
So you gonna kill that bitch?
Out of here. I don't want none of that drama. None of that.
Oh my God.
None of that drama. Babe, Sandra Oh was on one of my lists. Who would you, what would Sandra Oh be on your list? Can she hear me?
I don't think she can hear you.
She's probably taking it now. She loves Sandra. She loves Desperate Housewives. But yeah, that was easy for me. Naomi, no, I don't want none of those problems. None of those
She
problems.
has definitely had a past.
She's extra.
Yeah, where she has been very extra. All right, we gotta wrap this up.
We gotta wrap it up. Yeah, I know. So I kept it later than we normally do.
Oh, it's not?
Rachel Warwick was not him saying puss eyebrows up, but we already talked about that. Rachel says just females. I guess when we were setting up.
You know.
Nixon B. Marry Emma, fuck Camilla, kill Selena.
See, they're on your board on that one.
Perry Kelly, yesterday was shag for the PG-13 crowd. Tonight was R-rated. Yeah, it was bang yesterday. Tonight we fucking. I even got it in the lower third. Oh, tonight we fucking. Same thing I'm saying to my wife later on. Why don't you get out of my house?
I gotta leave so that you can fuck. That's what has to happen.
Let me see. What is the rest of the? This says F. Elizabeth. Rachel says F. Elizabeth, marry Amanda, and F. Selena.
Okay.
Rachel says sorry, gotta kill Selena. Nixon B. Same tabs. Nixon B. I totally marry J Law.
Yes.
I think she's hilarious.
She is freaking hilarious.
Amanda Lehman, Kate Beckinsale is a definite.
Oh, it's Underworld. I am.
I'll be under that world. Anyway, Nixon B. Kate Goop. Kill Goop.
What?
Marry Kate.
Oh, Goop is Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Marry. Oh, I remember that. Okay, Goop.
Yeah.
Marry Kate and fuck Michelle.
Yeah.
And last one. Was that the last one? Or was it way up there?
It was.
Marry Michelle. Nixon B. I'd love to be wrapped in those arms. Was that the Michelle arms?
Probably, yes.
Nixon
Michelle
B.
arms
Oh
are
my
great.
God, this one's tough. Amanda Lehman, same. Nixon B. Oh my God, this one's a tough one. I forgot which one we were talking about. Probably the Michelle one. Nixon B. Let's see. LOL. Bet that one was kind of easy. Never mind. Rachel Warwick. I'll volunteer as tribute to Mary Jennifer.
Yes.
Rachel Warwick, married Kate, Ugg Underworld.
Did she Ugg Underworld?
Ugg Underworld. Or maybe she meant Ugg, but I would.
Because Underworld.
I don't know.
Wait,
You got to tell us what you meant.
One? Was that Rach? I'll yell at her later.
All right, Pierre Kelly. I'd marry Kate Beckinsale and Amanda Lehman. Love Underworld. Yeah, we love you guys.
Love me some Underworld.
Maybe I should do a rewatch of Underworld. I love me some Underworld. I've recently bought all the movies on demand. I bought them all. I got them on streaming. So
I'm obsessed with Underworld. Underworld's one of my favorites.
Underworld. Well, guys, that's it for this installment of the rundown. Let me get this fuck Mary Kill out of here. Guys, like I said, thank you guys from the chat room for keeping it entertainment.
Yes.
Pierre, as always, Underworld needs a new movie.
does. I would be happy with it. Look at his face, but I would be happy with
I
it.
love those movies, but the last two.
I don't care. I love them. I'll watch her.
It's like It was like how the Resident Evil movies
Okay,
were. They were bad, but I still wanted more.
I can give you that, but I still would watch it.
It was great.
I still would watch it.
The whole thing was awesome, but it was. I didn't like the way they were treating those characters.
Kate makes things tingle, so.
I could do this all day. I could do it. Just like Captain America said, we could do this all day. Guys, if you have any other topics or anything like that you want to share, please send them into us so we can give us fun things to talk about on the next shows. If you want to see more, go check us out on our YouTube channel. Look at our podcast. If you don't have time to watch it live, go check it out. We support us there as well. Let us know what you guys think at all time. And if you want to follow Tabatha, where can people follow you?
So they can follow me on my TikTok. Goodness, if I could speak today. It is, as we looked up because I didn't know my own TikTok earlier, is Let's Have Fun 012. And then my Instagram, which is Tabatha.Hamilton.18. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right there on the lower third.
Yay.
There we go. Rachel must be a few minutes behind. She goes, Naomi is a red flag. So you're going to catch up to this a little bit later, but we still shouted you out, Rachel. Amanda says, yeah, she does. I don't know what she was talking about. Probably about Underworld.
Oh, yeah. She makes the tingles happen.
Yeah, she makes the tingles happen.
She makes the tingles happen.
Hey, your Peter Tingle? The Peter Tingle?
Yeah.
The Peter Tingle.
The Peter Tingle.
Like Aunt May don't call it that. Oh my God. Guys, if you want to find me, I'm at Chris W. Fagan on all the social medias or at T3 Medias right here. Like I said, hit the like and subscribe button. Let us know what you guys think at all time. And don't forget, also, take care of your mental health. Take care of yourself at all time. Something I haven't done on this show in a while that I'm going to bring back. The Rundown was brought to you in front of a live studio audience of all these little perverts down here who love Kate Beckinsale. All right.
We can't help it. It's Kate Beckinsale. Gosh.
That used to be the way I closed the show.
Yeah.
T3 Medias was brought to you in front of, I always try to say something new. T3 Medias was filmed on top of a live studio audience. T3 Medias was filmed next to. I always try to say something different, but something about a live studio.
It was a lot of perverts today.
Yeah, in front of a live studio, a room of perverts.
Perverts today.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. All right. So and